Here we are.
I still have to go back and watch it.
Hi guys, sorry about that. Some issues with tech. You know, it wouldn't be a tabletop show if there wasn't issues with tech. But we are here and we are good. We do have one luck reroll.
Let's go.
Ooh, thank you.
Return specifically at this point, where I believe Cain was attempting. Cain, were you defending yourself here? Was that what was occurring?
I was egging somebody.
Oh, you
on.
were. That's right. You were egging them on. Yes.
Yeah, I gotta do a little performance here.
Sera was talking to Hal and trying to talk him down because I deflected.
Yes, I rolled a 14
You
on
did.
my diplomacy to
Correct.
try to talk down.
Okay.
I rolled a 17 on my performance to poke the bear.
Sure.
Oh, nice.
Sarah, how were you trying to diplomatically persuade him into kind of chilling out?
Well, look, this was all just like a big misunderstanding, I think. I think, I shouldn't have brought everybody up to our room. I take the blame for that. And, they were a little snoopy and might have looked through some things, but I want you to know that we are sorry. And I think this is all just a big misunderstanding. And I'm sure we can all come to some sort of agreement.
If you need a place to stay, Ivan has a lovely domicile.
I do.
I'm sure Miriam would be willing to move our rooms somewhere else with a lock.
I'm
Rooms
certain
plural, so you guys aren't sleeping together again.
that she could. At least I could arrange for that to happen. Why don't I join you?
Join us
Sure.
on
Please.
our.
Allow me to pull up a chair here.
Oh, join us at the
I
table.
feel as if some things need to be explained. I don't really want to be much longer in Sharn if I can avoid it. So, Anju.
Anju's like
I feel as if we got
clearly
off
tense.
on the wrong
Here-
foot earlier.
You think?
You're very hesitant to respond to any questions I might have. Not that it goes without cause of concern. I suppose it's always questionable when you're fresh in a town, when you know no one and someone happens to know you.
Anju just hisses like under his breath, just almost involuntarily, just like not even just. He was just backed up into a corner, so he's not feeling too great. Maybe his tail's a little poofy. You know what I mean?
He leans in this time, and you kind of see like his forehead sort of dips to kind of curtsy almost, but then he like his eyes never train away from you before he says, "Please take a seat."
I mean, why the fuck should I trust this guy? Like, I wouldn't.
I think we should. He clearly is not being hostile right now.
Yeah.
He just wants
Did
to
you
talk.
not just see where his hand went like 30 seconds ago?
He's not going to stab you in the middle of this tavern. He just wants to talk.
I don't know.
Are you
I will-
gonna stab one of us in the middle of this tavern?
I prefer to stand. Thank you. I kind of like
I like
brush my
him.
fur back down, like take a breath. But like, we're like in like a booth, right? I'll like lean. Because I am curious what this guy has to say if he's no longer actively threatening my life.
You don't know if he is or if he isn't. There's nothing that's really sort of said that
at
he
the
is
moment
not.
I'm not pinned against a wall.
Sure,
is what I'm
sure.
saying physically. So, yeah, I am. I'm not gonna say it, but I am kind of all ears for my own well-being, for my own safety. I'd love to hear. I would love to hear what Hal has to say.
I won't be in town much longer. Probably another night. I intended on staying a week, but seeing as to how my trust has been violated, I do not wish to stay here much longer.
Or what that's like.
So, I want to know what you think you're running from.
What I think I'm running from? I don't know what you're talking about, man.
That is patently false.
I don't know what your problem is.
You have some ideas. I have enough information in a dossier that I know that none of you can't read to know that you believe that you're running from someone or something. No one packs nothing to flee to arguably one of the largest towns.
I can read in 10 languages.
Could you?
That's nice, buddy.
Affirmative.
Incredible. Do you know
It's really
thieves' cant?
impressive.
I cannot speak thieves' cant. What is thieves' cant?
Well, it's a form of speech that's held particularly between those of more nefarious or darker arts. Those are sticky fingers.
I do not think I would have a reason to learn such a language.
It's a shame. I imagine Anju could.
Do you know this language, Anju? Perhaps you can teach me and update my intellectual module.
It's not like that. I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what he's talking about. Listen, I'm just out here. I'm just trying to, move out to the big city and start a new life. I don't know what you mean by that, but in fact, I'm offended by the implication.
Anju, give me a bluff.
There it is.
I'm definitely sensing
Kind of what I was
23.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, a 23 to a
fucking
nat
Wow.
A 2. Scout rolled a sense motive of 23. Anju has a bluff of 2.
I do not believe you are telling the truth.
Well,
Doesn't take much to tell.
Anju's poker face is quite limited here. Everyone can discern that Anju is, in fact, lying very, very poorly.
Look, Anju, whatever it is, like, we're not going to judge you harshly for it.
Yeah, okay, what about this
I
fucking
do not
guy?
promise I will not judge harshly. It depends on what you have done.
It would just help add context to whatever reason Hal is dead set on you. Never pun intended, dead set.
I am a businessman in a business that,
I thought
not
you were a biscuit
100.
maker.
Exactly. So the biscuits, imagine some people don't think that the biscuits should be made at all, right? And then
Who would
some
not want
people,
biscuits to be made? Are they Warforged? Perhaps they do not sustain life on biscuits.
it's because they have hangups, right? They're not cool. So the cool people understand that biscuits are a good thing for some people and they need to be around, and other people.
Why does temperature matter when it comes to biscuits?
You know what? I have tried to make my peace. I have tried to move on. Maybe have I made mistakes? Maybe. Have I provided services and goods that maybe not everyone here would approve of? Yes, but I've never hurt anybody.
Oh,
And
like Ivan.
I'm
What
nothing
kind of-
like him.
You're gonna drag me into this? Are we not just gonna
I'm
brush over the
nothing like
fact?
him.
Are we gonna brush over the
Take
fact
that
that
back.
the literal assassin said that he got his feelies hurt?
It's a good fucking point.
I'm gonna leave tomorrow because somebody disrespected me. What do you do for a living, dog? Is murdering people, not disrespecting them?
I never once proclaimed that I was an assassin.
I mean, come on. Because didn't I figure that out? Didn't I see?
Yeah, we.
I got
That
like
he
a
has
crazy
that
high
he has
perception.
he has a dagger.
Yeah, well,
Well,
But you
so
s-
does everyone else in the world.
He's from the assassin.
but no, you
house.
said that I noticed
He's
by the
from
way that he
House
moved.
Fierlon, which is a house of artists, of dancers, and information breaking brokerage.
You said that I perceived from the way that he moved and the way that he was equipped
Yeah.
that I would
You know who else does that?
be able to tell. That he's a-
Dancers.
Sure. Okay.
He's a dancer and you're just a biscuit maker.
That's right.
I'm just a humble biscuit maker
Yes.
trying to form a new life. I'm I'm trying to dance around the fact, obviously I'm a little defensive about it, but I'm sorry, I drift in and out of talking in and out of game.
Despite my personal disposition and my, as you declared, feelies getting hurt, I don't entirely resent being called an assassin. I can understand why you would believe that. It would make sense. I have a shoddy dossier hidden away in a book that is supposed to be for mine and mine eyes only. I'm supposed to be watching someone. I deal in information. It's part of what I was hired for in my house. That's not so terrible.
How does that make you a assassin?
Who sent
I don't know. That is something that will reveal itself when the truth comes from your own lips.
Talking in riddles is cringe.
So is being a failing fence and black market dealer, but it never really stopped Anju, did it?
Oh.
Okay,
So at this point,
that was a
at
pretty
this,
good one.
at this point,
Damn.
Anju's mad. Like at this point, he feels disrespected. He's already defensive, and he's just gonna blurt out, "It was fucking Mido, wasn't it? Spit it out."
The elven man smiles.
And like Anju immediately realizes that he's said too much, and
I suspected that you might have guessed it was Mido. Interestingly enough, no, our house has turned down offers from Mido to scout you.
okay, now, so like my ears go back. I'm thrown for a loop.
Mido approached House Fjarlan to locate you and to assist in discovering with enough information if it was worth passing to House Thorani to have you dispatched, to have you removed.
Typical Mido, this fucking asshole.
Well, I am your judge and your jury, but I am not here to execute you. But
Oh, what a relief.
it was not Mido that hired me. Does anyone here speak Elvish?
Me.
I do. A lot of us, apparently.
I'm a half elf, so yeah.
Where do you see that? I can't remember what we...
It's just in languages. You would pick
Whichever
whether or not
languages
you recognize a particular language. And mechanically, you can take a lot of languages based upon your intellect modifier, but I don't see it being super important and relevant to his story's sake if your character is like, he grew up in an entire human facility and foundation, and he's only ever talked to humans. He's never even had exposure to anything outside of humans. Why would he know, like, Celestial, right? There's some things that just wouldn't make sense. He says Miog Mar, which is Elvish for the black cat. And the black cat is relevant, Anju, because it is the name that your grandfather took.
And we're keeping him in the family, huh? So I recognize this.
Yes. You recognize that as the name that your grandfather took, and then it was believed that he had died.
And that's who hired you, Hal?
Yes.
That's impossible. He's dead.
See, he's not exactly a failing fence and black market individual. He's rather successful, or at least was, enough so that he's not been found.
Well, you're saying he's alive?
I'm saying that my old friend, the black cat, approached me to seek out his grandson.
He's alive?
He wants to kill you?
No.
I am a bit confused by this.
What? How is he?
Old, as you might guess.
Where is he?
I unfortunately cannot give you that information.
What do you?
He specifically
what?
requested that I do not give you that information.
Anju, is this person?
I sit down finally, just like plop down, just thump, like. I'm shook.
See, my friend, Miagmor, which is Elvish for black cat, approached me and asked me to find his grandson, as he bought out the contract with House Thorani to have his grandson assassinated by a man by the name of Mido.
He saved my life.
So he doesn't.
Fucking typical fucking Mido, I'm telling you. You guys would hate this fucking guy.
Wait, explain that again. So, Anju, can you explain this?
Okay, so listen, there's this guy, you know, I'm a businessman. I'm a biscuit maker, and
Yes.
I went into business with a fellow biscuit maker, and everything was hunky dory. I thought we were friends, and at the first opportunity, I was stabbed in the back. That fucking guy's name is Mido. That's who I thought sent this piece of work.
Okay.
Who, you know, I had to flee. Like my reputation with that area, I can't anymore. I'm here to start a new life, to get away from this fucking asshole. And I just found out that my grandfather, presumed dead, who my parents told me was dead, is alive and bought out the contract that the hit that Mido had put out. He saved my life. I mean, I could have defended myself. Like, they probably wouldn't have been able to kill me. But I'm just, you know, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Okay.
I need more coffee.
Can I scream boo at him right now to scare the shit out of him? Like, because he said he could defend himself? Like,
Yeah, of course, you definitely can.
all right. I would.
Just you're just gonna try to spook me?
Give me.
You're gonna intimidate?
Yeah, you choose intimidate or performance here.
Oh, performance.
Versus like what will save?
Make the tail pop.
I've got some fun stuff.
Sure, give me a will
Dang.
save.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just to stay composed, a will save.
Okay.
Tail is definitely popping.
Oh no.
It's
Did I do that right?
yes, you did that. No, that's your. No, yeah, that's right. That's will. That's will.
I mean,
Perfect.
I'm 5.
We're just
cups.
laughing because it's a 4.
You know when like a
Compared
cat
to
like
26.
you know when a cat goes to jump up on to something and there's something on the counter that they're not expecting and they immediately
just-
fling themselves backward. Basically that, like, out of the chair.
Isn't that like when cats see a cucumber or some shit?
And I'm like on the ground, all fours, like a tail fully poofed. Fucking asshole. Ugh.
Scott will kind of roll over to them.
Are you alright, Anju?
You'd
I'm
totally
fine,
take
bud.
him,
I'm
bud.
fine,
You
buddy.
totally
It's-
would take him.
Do you need me to check your vitals?
No, I'm good. I'm fine, thank you.
You are very welcome.
I welcome this opportunity from the universe to practice peace, and patience, and forgiveness. Could like for 5 fucking minutes, could you not? Hal, what the fuck, Hal?
I kind of like you.
What do you want me to say?
You like me too?
No.
I'm sorry I threw up in your bed and tossed a roll at you.
See? What did I tell you all? You all had nothing to worry about.
You never said that he was a good person.
Oh, well, I'm
But not
dating
worried.
him, so obviously he's a good person because
You
I'm a good
just-
person.
You never told us that he was here for good intentions.
I never said he wasn't here for good intentions.
I cannot say that I'm gonna stab you right now. That doesn't mean I'm not gonna stab you right now.
God, I really need a fucking biscuit right now.
But you can make.
I could use a really strong biscuit. What? Why are you here, Hal? What are you trying to? How can I help you?
I was supposed to deter you from any acts that were similar to that of which got you in trouble in your previous home. This is what I've been asked to do by my friend.
What kind of
Rich
acts were
coming,
these?
rich coming from him. Biscuit making. A lot of people don't like biscuit makers. He wants me to clean up my act.
Enough so that he had to fake his own death, forsake speaking to his children, not watching his grandson grow up. You didn't see his eyes. You didn't see the fear that he had.
I do not understand why everyone is so volatile over biscuits.
They're really good biscuits.
Some biscuits have greater payoff than others.
How does biscuits
Some have
drugs?
Some have side effects. Like, I just glance at Ivan and
Scout, he leans
roll
into
my
you
eyes,
and
like-
he expresses that Anju isn't a biscuit maker. He is not a baker. He is an amateur thief at best, and likely, with fear from his own grandfather, will end up dead, which is why he's been dispatched and sent here to inform him of such.
That's motive. I mean, he's probably not lying, but
Sure. No, you have no. He had not even a flinch.
Is this true, Anju? You are not a biscuit maker? You are a thief?
in a manner
Sera,
of
we
speaking.
must tell the guards if this is true.
No. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. It's fine. I'm better now. Just like he said, I'm all reformed. I'm all good here now. Thanks. How are you?
He hasn't been a thief here, so there's no reason the guards would want to.
I haven't done much here. I mean, you saw me refuse to steal earlier, right? I have my morals. All right.
his price.
Sometimes it's not quite so simple as lawful or unlawful or stealing or borrowing.
This is true. Scout, morality is a difficult thing to explain to you. It's hard to explain in words in general, but there are some things that do deserve to be sentenced under the law, and then there are some times when you look at somebody and you can see their heart and intentions, you know that they aren't necessarily, they are either A, trying to atone, or they are not fully responsible sometimes for their actions, and sometimes you don't need to immediately turn them in.
I look over at the Paladin in shock.
And sometimes
I do the slow cat blink, like just in disbelief.
To me, it's the heart that matters. I don't necessarily need to turn everybody in for their wrongdoings, but see what their true intentions are.
Out of sheer shock and a sign of suddenly gained trust, I slowly blink my eyes at the Paladin in just utter disbelief.
And sometimes, Scout, you give your heart to someone and put all your trust in them, and then they rip it out.
And then they throw up in your bed. Sorry.
This is true that sometimes that does happen. That's the reality of life. People
Not
can-
literally. Got to be careful with the kid.
This is
they
true.
don't-
They don't.
I mean, I guess some of them probably have. Statistically, someone has physically ripped someone's heart out, but like 99% of the time,
it's the action. It hurts. If somebody does something horrible to you, sometimes it hurts on the inside, and that's what they mean by ripping your heart out and breaking your heart.
I don't understand. If you hurt on the inside, would you not hurt on the outside?
It can sometimes have the effects to hurt on the outside, but it's more like the feeling when somebody you trust does something that hurts.
I've experienced that recently, even.
Oh, I'm gonna
Similar
just
to
cry.
the smell that you have all smelled. This feeling. I have not had such a feeling before.
When you felt something when the, what's her face? Remember? Didn't we talk about that out of game? Didn't we talk about that in game? Didn't we discuss how you felt like warmth
Yeah,
or
the
something
warmth.
internally
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
first time? It's like that, but bad.
Yeah, the opposite.
Cold.
Sure. Yeah.
For what it's worth. Anju's actions were not completely reprehensible. The crimes of which he was
Thank
accused
you.
was stealing from a bit of a soft-boiled noble, who certainly deserved it, from all immediate reads. And his
He's like-
actions have a different level of comeuppance. Now he has to deal with people hunting him.
Who's hunting him?
Well, what do you think happens when Mido discovers that his contract has been bought out?
Oh.
He'll find someone else. Another group or group of individuals that are seeking more nefarious deeds, more income. And what's another body?
Yeah, he's got the money for it. My money.
Well, maybe we should get going then, so we can finish our task, and then we can be rid of you, so you're not a liability to the rest of us.
Whoa! That's very selfish, Cain. Go spend a minute in the corner and
I
time
am
out.
only concerned about all of your well-beings.
Uh-huh.
Can I roll to press X to doubt? Is that
That would be sense motive.
Yeah, that's a sense
If you
motive.
think that he's not being truthful.
just for
about caring
fun?
about
Just
you.
for fun, I want to determine if he's being selfish or not. The most useless roll.
Damn it.
You see
I
through the
rolled a
bluff.
good one, too.
That's pretty
You
good.
did.
17 strong, yeah.
Okay, buddy, sure.
You can definitely assume that he's not giving you all information, or he's trying to, pass over some finer details here.
Okay, so out of game. This job that we're on, refresh me on the details of it. How
We gotta go
criminal?
into the sewers and steal a
How criminal
brooch.
is it, or how criminal do we know it to be? Can I reasonably assume that it's not?
It doesn't seem to be immediately criminal as far as you can tell. It is an archaeological recovery quest.
Okay, so yeah, like I'll just pitch that. I'll just, as evidence, because like I don't know, I'm here to start a new life. I'm fucking well and truly. I'm having a moment right now. Maybe I'm a little open-minded to new ideas. I'll just pitch that as like, listen, I'm not here to fucking steal anything. I'm not here to commit any crimes. I'm just here to start a new life. And we took this job. It's totally wholesome. It's an archaeological. Tell them, guys. It's like a normal. What's good person thing. It's a thing good people do, right? Right, guys?
Hal. Can I ask you something, Hal?
Of course.
You said that you never told us if you're an assassin.
That is correct.
Are you an assassin?
I am not an assassin.
So we couldn't hire you to take out Mida.
I could pass the information along.
Also, with what money?
You're about
Yes.
to come into a lot of money from this job.
I'm still right here, and I'm Elven. I can hear everything that you say.
Close your ears.
Can't do that. No.
I mean, could give him your legally acquired watch.
Speaking of that, I needed, and then I checked the time. Can I?
Oh, look
can
at
I
the
know what
time.
it is? Yeah.
Still got a handful of hours. You're looking at probably like
Okay.
4 or 5 hours.
Okay. A little bit left.
Well, if there's not immediately anything else, I will see to having my room changed for the evening. And for the sake of keeping things safe for you, Sera, I will also pay for a room for you.
Are you saying that there's a spot next to you available in your bed?
It'll be a single.
Damn. This shit hurts, man.
I mean, that just means it's more cozy. A little closer spooning.
Yes, I understand.
I think she was only trying to keep Anju within easy sight for you. To keep tabs
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, at this point, I'm trying to wingman for her because she just fucking went to bat for me, and I'm all shook up. I'm like, no, she,
The fault,
she
the
knew I
fault
was
is
trouble.
mine.
And I, honest mistake. I could, pretty scary.
It's quite all right. You all do not need to defend me.
I got you, bro.
I was trying to use the opportunity, but
So is Hal leaving?
Hal stands, and he gives a curt nod to the table.
Hal, before you go, Can you send him my best wishes? Is there any way I can see him again?
If he desires your company, he'll see to you.
Woof.
That's cold.
If I had succeeded in my mission, you were supposed to have never known that I was even here.
Oh, you screwed that one up, huh?
Oh my god.
I'm still right here.
I know. I'm sorry.
Consider your actions, Anju, as a passing piece of advice. It wasn't just you that Mido had hit out on. It's your parents as well.
Fuck.
He knew that you'd see to them eventually. And he turns and walks away.
Oh, dude, I'm sorry to hear that, man.
Shit. X. Fuck that guy.
Scout waves goodbye to him.
Seriously, how much does a hit like that cost?
You know, I'm trying to.
If it's Anju, I'm not certain it's a lot.
No, I'm not talking about that, all right? I made a fucking friend here in Anju. As much as he might not feel the same,
Mido's not. He's not an easy to target as he used to be. You know, that it was a very profitable coup for him in both money and power. So
a coup?
Yeah. You know, like a coup, like you stage a coup and then there's power.
So now he's like a leader of like a
we had a successful fucking business. It was me and him. It was 50-50 and now it's 100-0. You get it? And it was a really bad time for me for him to do that and a really good time for him. So, you know,
he cooed you.
He cooed me. Yes.
It is probably for the best. If you were in the business of thievery.
How old are you? Cooed me?
34? 33?
You're doing great, sweetie.
How old are you?
Similarly aged.
I'm 45.
Nobody asked.
I do not know my age. How do you calculate this?
Well, how long has it been since you were created?
Do you remember?
I do not know.
Oh, man. 45?
Well,
We are just glossing over that.
I'm glad that you know the truth, I suppose, Anju.
You didn't have to stick up for me.
It was the right thing to do.
Wow,
Yeah, leave it to the Paladin to do the right thing, am I right?
I mean,
Now how?
I guess I was wrong to assume that everything was always so black and white for people like you. I apologize. Perhaps I should have had more faith.
Apologies for my bear poking. I think the best thing that we've learned here is...
There was a bear?
Didn't you tell her to kiss his feet?
Indeed.
Several times.
Affirmative. There was talk of kissing feet.
Yeah. So we're kissing the bear's feet.
I pull out my
There's no
I
bear.
don't know
There's no
about this
feet.
bear.
I pull out my dagger and I hand it to Sera. Just slit my fucking throat. All right. I'm sorry for having to try to have a serious moment.
I need to calm down.
I just wanted to say that I think that if we can learn anything here, it's that honesty goes a really long way.
I mean, not that any of us are good liars. Oh wait, how'd you get that
how did
pocket
I get this
watch?
watch? Oh, no, but I don't know.
So blatant about it. It's truly charming.
I think that it goes all the way from Hal to Sera to you, Anju. Like we all were trying to dance around subjects without giving the full truth, and if everybody just knew everything, then there'd be no bitter feelings, and Sarah'd have a partner to lay with tonight.
Yes. Yes, I think you're right. It is better to be honest than to dance around the truth.
Put that one in your memory bank, Scout.
Honesty is the best.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm sure that won't bite us in the ass.
Well, now that that's been settled, do we
Who wants
rest
to
it?
go underground?
Do we head out tomorrow? Or do we go tonight? We only have a few hours until our
I
friend
am ready to go
here
now.
How many
turns
days?
into an animal.
How many days do we have? What did she say?
Can
Scott, you
Scout
keep
say the
track,
exact amount of time and hours left until we have to go?
Sure, you guys have less than a week.
Ivan, what's your friend behind the bar? What's her
They
name?
give us 4 days, right?
Yes.
And we've used one of them.
Correct.
Just call her mom.
We have 3 days
Miriam.
and blah, 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 blah hours left.
Can I get a refill on coffee, please, Miriam? Thank you.
Miriam's already on her way over, and
It's like 4:30 p.m.
she
The sooner
stops.
we go,
She
the
turns
more
halfway.
time we have.
What part of I thought he was dead are you not getting? Thank you.
She returns with a fresh cuppa for you. She looks to you, Sarah. The fine young man. He asked that you have room 6, last door on the left.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
He's a good-looking one too.
Hello,
Yes.
You hush, you.
He is neat.
Sorry, Miriam.
She winks, just in jest. And she waddles back to her spot just behind the bar. And this leaves a bit of an eerie, an awkward moment almost. This tensity before you guys finally step into the depths below to find the ruins, which you might expect to discover this schema. Is there anything that you would like to accomplish before you find your way into those parts? You have 4.5 hours before nightfall. That matters particularly for Frost's character here.
So are we going to head down tonight, or would we rather just go tomorrow to not... I'm open to either option. I
I'm
don't
ready
mind.
now.
I don't mind if
Of
he
course
turns
you're
into an
ready.
animal.
Some of us have to sleep.
Could
I do
find the
need for
entrance
sleep.
and camp
Yeah,
out in
we
front
know.
of it.
We could.
We know, little one. We know.
We could
Ivan,
at
you-
least, yes, make our way down there tonight. Not necessarily go deep down, but camp for the evening.
I can
Share
watch
my
over you while you
ride.
sleep.
You turn into a critter.
I like it.
I have my own bedroll, but thank you. Thank you very much for the offer.
I mean, listen, plenty of room for a weasel in my bag.
45?
Buddy. There's no way,
45?
right? There's no way.
I know, I look
that in 10
amazing.
years.
That's not what we were thinking. But
I've cleaned up quite well, I think.
you've cleaned up an amount.
The
Hey.
last time I take a bath, you damn people.
Okay,
look
well, let's
very
not get
clean to me.
too. Let's not get too crazy.
Yeah,
we want to, good habits.
I agree with the plan of at least scouting out the entrance and then taking a sleep before we go down into anything that could be dangerous.
Set up
I
camp.
do
I'm
like
like,
scouting.
my hands are like shaking with my 6th cup of coffee, and I'm like, I'll keep watch.
I will assist you in keeping watch.
Hell yeah.
You see
I'll
well
teach
in
you
the
all
dark there,
about
Anju?
the world. Huh?
Do you see well in the dark?
The fuck
I
is
see
that
very
supposed to
well in the
mean?
dark.
You're a cat. I'm asking a genuine question about you keeping watch over our party to make sure that we're going to be safe. It's not supposed to be offensive at all. I'm just trying
Do
to
you
make
have
sure.
a dark vision module?
Seems like you protest a little too much. Of course I can see in the dark. A fucking giant cat. What are you talking about? How old are you again?
45.
Nobody asked, old man.
It's never gonna get old, is it?
Squeak says he'll help keep watch as well.
I do
Hey,
not believe
Squeaks.
catfolk have dark
That's-
vision.
He's not even moving on my staff. He's still sleeping. He didn't say anything.
I don't have dark vision per se, but low light vision. It's better than nothing.
It will assist you, but you will not be able to see very far in the dark. Perhaps you need an upgrade. A dark vision module, like mine.
Hmm.
Oh, blinks. Their eyes change color and then blinks back.
That's terrifying. That maybe after after we get paid, we'll see if we can do some
Get those tech enhancements.
get some cyborg shit going on.
You gotta
but
go.
yeah.
You gotta go to the Warforged
Upgrades.
Smith. Maybe he can do some things for you.
Get me some funny steampunk glasses. It'll
Yeah.
be great.
Perhaps if you assist me, the Creator will provide you with gifts and blessings, like they provided for me.
I don't think the creator and I would get along.
Oh, that sounds
Perhaps
like a
not
lovely
if you
idea.
are
Where
a
can
thief.
I find this creator?
The Creator is all around you. Just look.
Look, I'm a thief from a
Hello?
matter of perspective, right? Depends on who you ask.
I would like gifts, creator.
Well, you must first complete missions, and then you will receive gifts.
I have found this Kenneth manual. Well, where is it? Do you have it?
Affirmative. I have it.
Well, that's part of. I helped with that.
It is true. You did?
Wonderful. We have an agreement.
I will ensure the Creator knows you assisted me.
Thank you.
You are very welcome. Shall we go?
Before we go, I just am going to make a quick trip upstairs.
Oh, to go to your room and put your things down. It's...
Like from taking a sip, you can do better.
Would you like assistance?
What?
I will help you carry things.
It's quite all right. I can grab
Would you
my
like someone to
things.
eavesdrop?
I do like playing fetch. Perhaps there is something I can get for you.
You like playing fetch?
I do. It is one of my favorite hobbies.
We can play fetch while we wait for you. While we wait for Sera.
Okay.
It shouldn't.
Sorry,
take-
Sarah. I will not be able to assist you. I will be playing fetch with Ivan.
That is quite all right. I don't need any assistance.
I
I'll
like
be
this
back.
one. This one's fun.
I am going to head upstairs and see if I can find Tal.
Which room do you go to?
I mean, I guess I would go to my room, room 6.
Yeah.
And I guess gather my things and stuff.
So you want to take your things from the old room and move it to the new place.
Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Sure. You gather your things and you note that all of Hal's stuff is already moved. There was no long-winded goodbye, nothing of that nature. It's just been moved. You're not sure which room it is. There's not too many here already, but you could knock on doors to attempt to find him. But your room is the 6th. It is the last door on the left.
Okay. I'll place my things in my new room.
You step inside, and it's fairly nondescript. The door opens to the left, and when you step in, it's small. You're looking at maybe like a 9x7, almost borderline a cell. Much smaller than previous.
Mm-hmm.
And as you place your things down on the bed, the door shuts behind you. And Hal is behind the door.
Just stand there.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm going to be heading out soon, but I wanted to apologize for being dodgy with this new group and not really helping you with your, well, being a accomplice in compromising what you were trying to do. That was not fair to you. You had a job to do, and I partially got in the way of that. So I apologize.
You have compromised my mission. And never before has that occurred.
I know.
I got too comfortable. That's my own fault. I shouldn't have become too comfortable.
I can assure you something like that wouldn't happen again. Perhaps a boundary can be set or something.
I think so. We can start with this room. It's much smaller than the last. We'll have to be much closer on the bed, if that's okay.
Oh! See, I thought we were getting separate rooms. Apparently not. Hal, you're full of surprises.
He smiles. We have to paint a certain kind of picture. It's become well aware to me at this point that many recognize that we are involved.
Yes.
I think
So
it's best if we pretend that we're not.
I see. That probably is wiser, yes. I shall leave it at that then with my group. As we know, lying is not my specialty and keeping secrets. So it is just something I will no longer discuss.
Can't wait to ask about that.
You should figure out a way to master the art of frowning. You were frowning much before you came into this room, and now you're all smiles again, and that's
Well, it's hard.
It's a bit of a dead giveaway, so I don't know what you do. Picture the family pet running away or something. I just work it out.
Yes, yes. No, you're right. You're right. I'm pretty obvious, aren't I? I shall. I appreciate you. I want you to know that. You've always been good to me, and I'm sorry if I ever doubted that. I think this is a good place for us to figure things out.
Sera, can I get a perception check from you, please?
Perception.
Yeah. It's going to be a fairly difficult save.
Okay, well. Oh!
Okay, that's really good.
21.
You notice that the bags that he's carrying, he set down just beside the door. There is one more bag that you had not seen previously. And you can't really make heads or tails of what it is just yet. It might be something that he picked up along the way. You're not sure. But what you do pick out, what is something that's new, when he's waving his hand, he's like, whatever you do with maybe the family dog ran away, what have you, you notice that there is, he's wearing a different ring on his hand. And this time the sigil is on the inside. It embellishes on the outside, looks like a darker ring that goes around his finger, sort of like a wedding band, but the sigil is on the inside when he waves his hand to you, and you just catch a glimpse of it. Can you give me a knowledge nobility?
Oh, I do have... Yeah, I can give you a knowledge nobility.
Wow, okay.
We're level 1, aren't we?
Yeah.
Jeez.
You
The
never
ring-
get a good knowledge roll.
The ring that he's wearing,
Love it.
It does not embellish the symbol of House Fjarlan. It embellishes the symbol of House Thorani. Exclusively an assassin's guild.
Okay.
Regarded as the most lethal.
Wait, did he lie to me?
Okay. I think Sera will first say, I know you said you weren't planning on staying in Sharn much longer. You may not be back when I return.
It's still to be determined.
Hmm.
It depends on if the house calls me back. I meant what I said. I really do not like Sharn much.
It's not my favorite place either.
It's a beautiful place. It's wonderful. It's austere. Its majesty is nigh incomparable, but it feels foreign. It is not something that I can grow accustomed and comfortable to.
Do you have other business?
Nothing immediately, no.
Hmm.
Why?
I just noticed you had an extra bag and a few things have changed. Just curious.
It's just a few things. Things that I keep on hand in case things go awry.
Hmm.
Something might feel amiss. You tend to have something prepared for difficult situations.
Suppose that makes sense. Well, I do hope that you will be here when I return from this job that we have been assigned to. But if not, I hope that you will leave me a note and we can continue writing to each other.
Would you be upset if I came?
Came along with us?
He nods.
I mean, I wouldn't be upset. I cannot speak for the rest of the group. Wait, so you want to join us on the journey down under, basically?
I will be the first to admit that I don't want to see any harm come to you. I know that you're quite capable, but I would hate to see anything harm you.
Is this a way for you to continue to keep tabs on Anju?
And if I said it was, would you believe me?
Maybe. Maybe not.
Like you care.
I have no objections. I think the more help, the better, personally. But I just don't know your schedule. So if you had other things you needed to do, it seemed like you had extra things along with you. Look, I think you're welcome to come with us. But wait, aren't we supposed to have this whole thing where we're not really a thing? And if you come with, then I have to just pretend we're not a thing? That's not going to be very fun.
I wouldn't be seen. I wouldn't be heard.
Oh, perhaps you come in the night while we're all sleeping. And you can... This is much more, I like this better this way.
He smiles at your utmost of fascinations.
I do not object to this.
Listen, I'll pass word along to House Civis to see if I can get message to my home. And if no work is necessary for me, then I'll tag along in a way that I cannot be seen. Bear in mind, you would not even know that I was there.
Oh. Unfortunate. Maybe just one little visit when nobody's looking.
Don't be greedy.
It's gonna be down in the sewers, just flashing every angle of the. It's gonna be.
Just be I don't need to tell you this, but be careful if you do.
Never have I ever in the sewer. Drink up, Sarah. Drink up.
It's
Hey.
You shouldn't worry for me. I will be just fine.
Of course.
But your little friend, the Warforged, going into sewers, will that not rust out their tracks?
I can't say I am an expert in Warforged, but that is a good point.
You might
Perhaps.
need to hire an air elemental to blow out some of their gears. Have you been in the sewers? Do you know what's down there?
No, do I look like somebody who would go in the sewers? I'm not quite looking forward to this. I'm doing this for the glory and honor.
Yes,
But-
the glory and honor of wading through shit.
That doesn't sound very nice when you put it that way, but I don't know what to expect in the sewers. But there's a first time for everything, I guess.
You'll have to fight the urge to call out for me if you're in danger.
God, this fucking guy, Bob. This fucking guy.
Is
you
he not
know-
the best?
If you know that I'm
Oh,
there, you can't call
God.
out for me.
I understand.
And don't talk about any of the things that I have on me. The bag. Honestly, the boundary probably may have been an important thing. You
Yes,
are seeing more than you should.
I understand.
Look,
Well,
you should probably go.
I know. I shall grab my things and head down. Sera just kind of like puts some of the things that she's not taking all of her stuff, I don't think, but she grabs some of the things. And she begins to head out. She gives Hal a kiss, a long, loving kiss, and then heads out.
I love the emphasis with the smile. A long, like, just grin ear to ear.
Loving kiss. This may be the last
I was imagining
time.
it like
Now
Sarah
that-
puts the bag next to him and then like slowly putting stuff in the bag.
Yes.
I've got to get going.
As this may be the last time we see each other for some time. Well, he'll be watching me, and I'll just. Okay.
Such a Freak
Yes.
move.
You guys are going to be in the dungeons, and you're going to wonder why Sarah's like, she's like doing a little extra stuff. Like, why is she flexing weirdly? Like, she's bent over, and it's like, what are you doing? This is the most compromising shit
You
that you
never know
could
who's
do.
watching, you know?
Oh my gosh.
You look like you're trying to hit action commands.
Mm.
Jesus Christ.
And-
So-
I've never wanted to know something in game more than all of that. I'm so like, I can't believe I know this.
She's just down there. Aren't the acoustics down here great? I should just sing love songs the whole time.
Sarah is
Okay.
gone for a while, much longer than necessary for just grabbing your things and putting it in another room.
Right. Well, is everybody ready to go?
I'm like,
Out-
I've moved across the room.
Have
I'm
we
like,
been playing fetch? Because I feel
yeah.
like if
Yeah.
we have, Scout has not noticed.
Yeah.
No, we've
So I'm on the other side of the room now. Basically, you're playing fetch. For Ivan's throwing some, I don't know, whatever.
been 10.
There you go.
I'm sleeping.
But I'm playing catch and you're playing fetch because I don't play fetch and I would never like that. So obviously, but
Oh, I suck at catching, but I'm really good at fetch.
yeah. So we're tag teaming it. I'm all the way on the other side of the room though.
I have this idea that in the game of fetch, Scout has like a tracer monocle that like delivers a red line to whatever the object is, and it's just driving Anju mad when he sees the red line.
Yeah.
Yes, I love it.
Swore I saw something.
Did you not see that thing?
Did
It's
you see
there.
that?
That's
Where
perfect.
did it go?
Sarah, when you step downstairs, this is what
Where
you
did
see.
what go?
Cain is cuddled up into the corner of that table
Had
in
too
the
much
wall.
coffee.
You'll see that Scout is bounding back and forth, trying to catch things that are being thrown. What's being thrown again?
A pen.
A pen. Okay,
Yeah, my ink pen.
gotcha. An ink pen, courtesy of Ivan, and you'll also see Anju as he's playing catch. Because God forbid he plays fetch.
That would be embarrassing.
Would be.
That's
But maybe
what dogs
I
do.
maybe he's throwing it to Scout and I'm grabbing it and then like lay up down to Scout to take it back.
Oh, you all look like you're having fun.
Yeah. How was your time up there?
Kinda. You good?
Yes, I'd rather not talk about it.
Mm,
I
that bad,
hand,
huh?
I hand Sarah the pen. Just toss it one time. It's the absolute best.
What is this?
Just throw it.
Okay, I throw it to Scout.
Scout immediately zooms and rolls towards it.
With surprising speed for Scout size.
Wow.
Most halflings and gnomes cannot match that speed. Their legs are just
I
not
have to,
designed
like-
that way.
I have to like move out of the way. Like, whoa, dude.
Scout is legitimately built different.
Truly.
You are quite good at this, Scout.
Little one's quick,
Scout,
right?
Scout runs back with the pen and hands it to you.
Actually, Scout, I was thinking.
Again.
I throw it again. I throw it
Scout
again.
zooms to get it.
I was thinking, Scout, as they're running. We are going to a sewer that has like lots of nasty liquids and things. Do you think you're going to rust down there?
Why
Have
would I
that-
rest?
Because like liquid plus your material that you're made out of might, I don't know. It might cause some problems for your wheels.
I am made out of darkwood plating. It is magical. Would you like to see it up close?
Yes.
I would.
I'll stir awake.
This fucking guy.
Right. Yes, you're like a weird, strange wood of sorts that this is made out
Scout
of.
pulls up their arm so you can like see it.
Okay. You've never had any issues with this material before, like in water or anything like that?
Negative. I can transform into a sailfish.
Oh,
You could be a
Awesome.
Oh yeah, you did tell us that you could be the fish. Yeah, that's awesome. I'm excited to see it.
Magical wooden shapeshifter. Nothing to see here.
I wouldn't suggest swimming in the sewer.
That's a good
Why
point.
not?
Although you might be right at home, bud. Right?
Anju, Sera, Ivan, and even Cain, you guys, you all know that there are shifters. Shifters exist in the world. There are changelings. They can do these things, but they can't,
Yeah.
with haste, change into animals so swiftly. Druids are a thing. Maybe not as immediately common, but Druid Warforged are unheard of. They don't exist. It's not a thing. You've never heard of it. You've never seen it. Nothing as far as you're aware.
When we get some free time, I'd like to examine you, if I may, Scout.
I don't like the way you said that.
Examine me, if I may examine you.
Yeah.
Certainly.
It is a deal.
All right,
Cain,
a bargain.
does Squeaks play flat fetch at all?
No, Squeaks eats bugs and,
Yeah, but if
well,
you threw
ironically,
one-
is good at scouting.
But if
I
you
like
threw a
scouting.
bug,
I mean, I've seen Squeaks eat mosquitoes out of the air.
useful. Probably be plenty
Yes.
to eat down there.
I'm sure Squeaks will eat their fill.
Let's get going, guys.
With 4 hours, maybe tops, to remain before the initial transformation, we find our party gathering their things and setting out of the tavern, saying goodbye temporarily to the Broken Anvil.
Roll out.
all good and well. The map that you've been given leads you to what is known as the Dora Sharn Tower. The Dora Sharn Tower is one of the taller aspects all the way up, lurching over to Skyway. Not entirely over, but enough so that if you were capable enough, bold enough, or maybe just stupid enough that you could leap from the top of Dora Sharn Tower to the Skyway. It would still require skill, even if you had many of those other things. A spellcaster probably could. A thief, probably not. Dora Sharn Tower is not as inhabited as many of the other towers are. And you know, based upon the blueprint that you've been given, it is a 45 floor climb straight down. into the sewers. It's not a rope ladder. It's not a winding ladder. It's metal bars descending. This is a feat.
Yeah, it's 660 feet, actually.
Quite.
Metal bars?
Yes.
Oh.
Air pressure difference 200 meters below ground. God damn.
Scout is going to transform into a falcon.
That's cheating.
Yes, not all of us can fly, sadly.
I'm not cheating. How am I cheating?
Cain.
So we're looking down into essentially
Hello.
well, hold on. We're looking down essentially into a manhole that's 200 meters deep. Is that what you're saying here?
It opens up.
Confused?
It opens up. This becomes a large cylinder. It is a large cylinder, probably about 75 foot in diameter.
It's like a silo kind of.
Think,
it's like
yeah.
a big, yeah.
Would you
Yeah.
like me to scout ahead?
Absolutely.
They said the thing.
How far would you like me to go?
Not too far that we can't see or hear you. So within a range for us to yell down and hear you.
Should we attach a rope?
To scout?
I got rope. Hey, I got rope. I bought it.
We should maybe like make some sort of climbing
I have a grappling hook. I
belt
just don't.
thing for us.
I don't want the kid to get lost down there. You never know. I got a grappling hook. I got.
Why don't
rope.
we just climb down, and if someone falls, I'll just slow them down.
Okay.
That's what I was actually going to ask you, Cain. How many times can you cast the soft fall?
We all don't
I
fall.
think I can only do it once a day, right? At a character.
Not entirely certain. Show me. Can you
this
cast
is
that for
the-
me? Like pull that up on screen.
It's the guy who just threw up in somebody's bed. I don't want to.
It's a level 1 spell.
Yeah. Yes. He. You should be able to determine just how many times you can cast spells in a day. It's a preparatory for wizards.
We just.
Yeah, you should have on the left-hand side of your spell casting, it'll show you how many per day that you get. If you fill it out
okay.
properly.
Yeah.
Level 1.
It'll say how many level 3s and how many level 1s you have. And then
1 per
above your
day.
spells, it should
Yeah.
say how many prepared you have per day.
Known 7, 1 per day.
Yep.
Temp bonus 1.
Yes.
So yeah, I did mud ball. Oh, I guess I cheated the first time, but my magic missile didn't do anything anyway. So
It's all in good fun.
But that was the previous day
Yes.
I mean,
I
this has
mean,
been
I
such
have
a
all my-
mechanically dense
refreshes
campaign so far. So
when you take
I have all my
spells.
spells back now.
Yeah.
we wouldn't want to break the rules.
Right. Of course. So
Scout is going to like hop closer to the edge
Okay.
and then grip on the edge and look down.
sure.
And then Scout will just drop and go and swoop down. And then
you take
lift up
to
their
flight in your
wings.
falcon form, and you just fall. How far will you fall? How far will you allow yourself to fall?
I think Scout would do calculations of how far they could hear and see them, and then that's the distance that they would go, and then they would like hover with their wings.
Sure.
in that spot.
I don't think Scout's particularly bad at this. This is probably not Scout's first attempt, but you are used to flying outside. This is internal to a cylinder, so the wind is going to be a little different here. I just would like for you, just give me a reflex. I want to see if you can reflexively respond in a time that is sufficient for you. It's not going to be too difficult.
19.
Yeah, that's great. That's great.
Could have been bad.
You will fall, and you know that you're falling at first. You hit 100 feet, 200 feet, 300 feet, and you realize you're about halfway. You're starting to reach a velocity that would probably harm most people, especially if they were to hit the side at any point or to crack a bar. It would likely kill a normal person. And if they hit the bottom, it would most assuredly kill another person. When you reach about 450 feet, you notice that the silo-esque shape of the tower is starting to narrow off. It sort of bleeds down into a runoff spout that is about the size of a manhole. And that's about a 50-foot angled slide.
Okay. Scout will hover above that hole, and then swoop back up and try to fly back up.
Okay. Going back up takes a little bit more time. You have to circle this thing, flying all the way back up, and inevitably you will reach a point where they're prepared to jump down, or at least to dive down and scale this ladder. What do you do?
Will share the information with you all, but for sake of time, I'm not going to relay it in Scout's voice.
Was Scout able to see the ladder?
Yeah. The ladder.
It's damaged. It's solid.
Well, Scout's.
Did it go all the way down?
It does. It does, in fact. Scout's not able to determine whether or not the ladder itself has any damage. If any of the existing rungs are damaged, because Scout didn't get on it. Plus,
That's true.
Scout was falling at a velocity of which would probably harm most people without the proper gear.
Are there torches or anything in here? Or is it just pitch black?
No, there's no reason to. It would require something like the equivalent of a plumbing crew to come to this area, or architectural crew.
Okay, so Scout says it looks good. I trust the bot. Who wants
All
to go
right.
first? I got torches. I have 10 torches. I can just hand them out. I don't care.
All right.
Scout will open their mouth, like their beak, and say,
I will hold one of them for you.
Oh,
I would be a little. Hey, you know what? I'd love to see that.
it's a good idea.
Here you go.
Scout will
I
hold
Can I
the
can I
torch
like
and
break it up so it's like a little bit less heavy? It's like
Sure, yeah.
smaller.
And Scout will kind of hover with them as they're going down. So kind
Okay.
of giving them light while they are climbing down.
Oh, that's such a
Listen
nice
here,
visual.
you young, handsome, attractive man. What do you say? 1 gold and you cast that easy fall spell on me, and I just get to float my merry way to the bottom.
I'm already climbing down. Like, you lazy fuck.
I've got many
Yeah, I do not know what the
important
bottom is.
spells.
We might need it later. Later.
Oh, you're a fast
I-
climber.
I used it to save his
I am a
life when
cat.
he was in danger.
So if I
don't
were to
want
just
to waste it.
jump, you would.
Sure, if you'd like to risk it. How much do you trust me?
Fuck it.
Out of game, you definitely know, based upon the information, that is so far down that he will die. The feather fall will fade before he reaches the bottom.
No, it says
It says
landing.
until landing.
It says duration.
Duration until landing, or 1 round per level.
Oh.
Yeah, you would fall for about 6 or 7 rounds.
Oh.
Oh, it's either or. It's not.
Yeah, it is. There is supposed to be a duration to it. I mean, if you wanted to leap, you would end up like a shit pancake at the bottom. Would not be a good look for Ivan.
Look.
Just saying.
Ivan's dumb, but he's not that dumb.
Yeah, I'll just say fuck it, and I'll like feign like I'm about to jump off. Like I run to the edge and
I can start reading off out of my spell book the specifics of the spell for it.
I'm like, yeah, I get ready to grab him if he looks like no.
As I'm climbing, I have my grappling hook and rope ready already
God.
in case I fall. So, you know, we have options.
Does Ivan go through with it?
no. He
Okay.
wasn't actually going to.
Okay.
You know, the last time one of us pretended they were going over an edge, didn't work out so well.
Did I hear you starting to cast your spell?
No, I started reading the description of it for you. Like so that you could see like how far like it
You get out the
helps
fucking
bearer
manual.
when they're falling and 60 feet.
like a little.
Up to 60 feet.
Oh, well,
Maybe the quick
That's
start
better
on
than that.
Featherfall.
all right.
I would not recommend.
No easy breaks here.
You can't carry one of us down, Scout.
What are all those muscles you have for?
Show.
I do not have very many muscles. I am not made for carrying. I am made for scouting.
They're right. You're
right.
doing great, Sweaty.
Well, get Sarah to carry you then. She looks strong.
I probably could actually. You don't look terribly heavy.
I mean, if you're offering, I'm looking for an easy way out.
Or we could just wait until you change, and then you'd be much lighter, and you could ride in my hood.
That is
How far down? I've been climbing this whole time. Like how
if you're,
far
if
down?
you're actually climbing, I'm gonna need some climb checks. This is gonna be there. There's a few of them because of just the sheer distance. So,
But it is a
please.
ladder, right? It's not a sheer
Correct.
rock
Correct.
face.
The problem
Okay.
is,
I mean,
it's not so much that you have to roll high for the climb. It's that you have to roll high for your fortitude save after a while because you're going to reach a point of exhaustion.
All right.
can I like,
Perhaps I shouldn't.
because we know how deep it is now. The scouts told us.
Yeah.
So like, can I use my grappling hook to rest? Can I like lock that in and kind of like rock climbing, just like take a beat? Because I mean,
Yes and no, right? So like you're still supporting your weight on this. The way that like that if you want to nestle yourself in a way that you're not going to fall, you would need pittons, access to pittons. Or some people call them pythons, but pittons.
I just
They have
hate that
rope.
there's a fucking perfectly good ladder and you're like, you might fall. Fuck you, bub.
Bro, that exists in real life.
You know what?
Yes, you can fall from ladders.
We
Yeah,
could have
that's true.
whoever's the worst climber at the bottom, and then have a rope tied up to a higher rung, and then people above them could drop the rope every so often and then
Yes.
retie it.
My
But it
Yeah,
only
my-
helps one person.
my climb is all right.
I must admit I'm not a good climber, mostly because of the armor.
Got a
So-
escape artist and
I'm actually.
acrobatics as well.
I'll be all right. It's just
So is climb just your climb skill, or is it also like with like dexterity or something?
It's just your climb skill.
your climb.
But
It already loads your dex in.
includes your ability rank.
Correct. And climb is based off of strength.
Oh, I see. Okay, I'm learning.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of
Your
game.
total is your ability score that goes with it, plus the ranks you put in it, and then
Correct.
any other miscellaneous or temporary benefits you get.
I mean, I even without having to tell you people, you guys, my character sheet. I think that was in character when I called you new people.
Us people. So
These-
rude, aren't you?
These people, fucking people, I've been saddled with. No, I would assume everyone would assume that I'm the best climber. So like, I would probably go first, considering I'm a little. I mean, besides Scout, who's already decided to fly, hover.
Yeah. Let's.
So I would realistically
Go for
go
it.
first and
Climb,
be maybe.
climb if you like. Give me the climb. Let's see what you got.
I hate that. How many luck rerolls do we have right now?
You have one.
One.
You've
Great.
won. I mean, you could, implore, beg, plead to the chat, the gracious gods that they are.
Well, I'm a good climber, so it's fine.
Yeah, let's see what you got. Not everybody else is, though.
Famous last words.
12 will do it.
Cool.
You start
What's
the
up?
descent.
Is this
I've
a
seen this
bad
movie.
time to mention that I hate heights?
You're gonna say you had to pee.
Why do you hate heights?
I can't fly like you.
Affirmative. You do not have wings.
So if I fall, I die. Well, I won't, but it's fine.
That is a fair reason to be afraid of heights.
Well, I'll go above the cat man.
I am also afraid of death.
Great.
I'll
That
be
way
right
you
behind
can
you.
catch me if I fall.
Second wave of climbs, please. First, if you are still amidst that group. So, Anju, you can give me your second.
I am also afraid of heights, IRL,
Okay.
like me.
All right. So, give me one more, Anju. Good. Now, I will need 2 fortitude saves from you.
For me,
Uh-huh.
where's that?
That's next to your reflex and will.
I see. 2?
Yes. Very good. Very good. Yeah, that's totally fine. Now,
Like a cat.
Cain did not succeed in his climbing check.
And I'm just front row seats to whatever's going on under that robe.
Yeah, don't look up.
Yeah, what does he see up there?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, how about a perception check for what do I see up there, bub?
I don't
Oh.
know.
Dark.
Yeah, with your low light vision and the fact that
I'm not
Scout
looking.
is
Oh yeah, you can't see shit right now.
Scout is cycling with a torch of sorts.
Yeah, it'd be pretty well lit, honestly.
Yeah. We're halfway to
yeah.
our second lucky roll. Thank you so much, Wayman, for those 5
You
subs.
can't see because there's this rope that keeps hitting you in the face all the time.
God.
That's
So
not
it's
a rope.
the damnedest thing.
No. That's 2 luck rerolls right there. So you have 2 of them. Would you like?
I'm not luck re-rolling.
Cain dies.
We can't have nothing nice. We can't have nothing nice.
I'll see you at the bottom.
Oh no.
Can I,
Just
got
so
that
you
can
know,
I spend one of
For
mine?
for every
No.
5 feet, it's like 1d6 of damage.
I
It's
can
for
cast
every 10.
Featherfall
Yeah,
on
it's every 10.
myself before I hit
Oh,
the
it's every
ground.
10.
So you
If
can cast Featherfall
he-
right before you hit the ground. Right?
Theoretically, yes.
On myself.
Theoretically,
Pitch
he
think
black.
there
You don't know
is
where the
a-
bottom is.
You have to
Correct.
cast. You have to roll something before you
Mm.
cast because it's like a situation.
Yeah.
It says instant.
It is instantaneous, right? So 2 things matter. You have to see where the ground is, right? And because there is no light that extends that far, you can't see when the ground is going to hit you or when you're going to hit the ground. Secondly, you're under mental duress of thinking that you're going to die and having to time this.
Yeah. I think it would just be better to cast Featherfall and then just grab the ladder somewhere, just like immediately cast it. And...
Can I instruct? Can
Well,
I
he's-
instruct
he's
Scout?
failed. He's failed first and foremost. So I've got to resolve this. So Cain, please give me a reflex save.
I wish you would.
Okay.
You reflex.
Okay.
You're able to hold on to
Grab a
this.
run.
It's wobbly, like it's very obviously wobbly. Anju, you hear him.
Like I noticed the waves.
Yeah, you can hear like not quite his like body like rattling, but he just emits like a fear noise. Everybody does this.
Yeah. You all
is
right?
Scout hovering around me?
Tell me,
We're kind of
I'm
Scout.
like up by where they are when they're as they're climbing down.
So the
near
start of the
where-
descent.
Yeah, so wherever Cain is currently, I'm near there.
I'm trying to like communicate to Scout like, hey, if one of these people fall, could you how realistically how quickly could you dive to try to help out?
They
I'm
small.
not very
Not
strong,
to catch
but I
him,
can
but
try. Are you okay, Cain?
Just fine. I almost fell.
I'm
got my
going
grappling
to.
hook at the ready.
What
I'm
you got,
just-
Sarah?
I'm gonna speed my descent a little bit to get
Sure.
closer to Cain,
Yeah.
so that if he gets a little wobbly to fall, I can try to grab him.
Okay. All right.
Hmm.
Then go ahead and give me a climb. Very good.
Okay.
Not difficult.
Okay.
You're able to descend to him.
Yeah.
Do you want to be next to him so that you guys kind of like?
Yes.
All right. So you're sharing the spot. Now you're parsing extra weight on these spots.
Oh. Well.
You know
he's
that.
He's a frail.
Correct.
old man.
He's a little guy.
Yes. I'll try. I just at least want to be in arm's reach distance of him in case something happens.
Gotcha. Okay. And Ivan, climb. Okay. That is an even or an odd.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Oh dear.
Now you have an option. You can reroll, or you can
Oh.
use a desperation die.
What's the desperation die?
You add a d6 to your roll, and I get to use it for whatever I'd like to in the future. You get one, I get one.
No. I'll get the evener out. It's fine.
Okay. All right. Call it. Even in your favor or odd in your favor?
Odd in my favor.
It's an even.
We can't have nothing nice.
Give me a reflex.
You can make a reroll. You've got a couple.
Come on, the
Oh,
chat bottom.
Where's my reflex?
I just want to see the bottom of this well.
That's good. You're able to recover. Much like Cain, but I'm assuming that you do it in such a way that, you know.
What the fuck is going on up there?
I was practicing.
They need to be much more
What?
careful. Watch
I
where you are
agree.
going.
I agree, Scout. Thank you.
Kind of hard to watch where you're going in the dark, but yep.
Open your eyes.
At this point, the lot of you have descended about 60 or so feet. Shaky in your descent. Scout has been giving everyone enough light from this source. The light goes out 30 feet, which humans will only see 30 feet. If you have low light vision, you'll see twice as far. If you have dark vision, you see just fine. In your descent, you're starting to hear some of these more interesting sounds that are emitting from this almost cistern-esque silo starting to rise up. The sound of and sensation of moisture. The bars are starting to not become slick, but you can tell that they've got condensation on the bottom side of the bars. You know that you're getting closer.
Sound?
Yeah, what is that?
Do you know what that sound is? I can't
It's
feel the moisture on the thing because I'm not climbing.
what you're hearing is the sound of air rushing up the silo from the sewers. The sewers has an external outlet where they actually dump waste into, and occasionally wind will hit the sewers and create sort of like a whistling sensation, and that's what's rising up the silo.
Okay. So instead, Scout would have said,
You hear that sound? That means we are closer. You can do it. Keep climbing.
And with that sound, that whistling sound, everybody, with an exception to Scout, is also hit by this gust of putrescence, of awful. It's
I'm happy I can't smell.
it's feces, urine, refuse, anything that anybody would like to dispose of in Sharn. Sometimes it's bodies.
You guys think it was gonna be nice down here? Like,
No, but
It's getting real sewery down here.
Yeah, it's quite vile.
I'm like, watch the condensation. I'm like wiping down the fucking bars as I
Starting to
go.
feel like home.
huh?
Cain,
I feel like it still smells a net better than original Cain.
climb check,
currently.
please, from Cain and Sera, since you guys are moving at about the same time.
Yes.
Well done.
Ooh,
Wow,
Well
nice.
done.
Ooh,
Ooh, less than
Very
thrilling.
well, Sarah.
can I? Yeah, I'm gonna re-roll
Go
that.
for it.
We've
Yeah,
got
yeah,
two
yeah.
rerolls.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I think you guys have 2.5.
Oh no.
That's not great.
You need to use the
I'm using the other one.
Yeah, please.
Please.
4, 5.
Oh my god!
Oh my
Why does it do this? Every time.
Even
these
if you roll a
rerolls.
d6, it won't help you because.
Yeah.
Oh, do we just get another one?
Christy just came through. That's
Good
Christy.
lord.
3.5 luck rerolls.
Christy, my savior.
I'm using that.
Yeah.
Please.
Savior.
I just
Please.
really don't want to have to use this grappling hook.
What if your
Please.
character just dies in the fucking sewer right now?
Okay.
Like,
Oh.
that's
All
how
right.
it ends.
That's good.
Okay.
It's better.
Thank
Well
you,
done.
Christy.
you
Sarah
so much,
deserves
Christy.
better than those 3 rolls.
I think all of you do. You all deserve so much better than that. Yeah. Sarah, you're good.
Oh, thank
Ivan,
God.
I need a climb check.
Easy. Fuck.
You jinxed it.
I feel like
no, he's
I'm
one.
feeling the ladder shake and I'm dealing with the smell and I'm like, I
I'll
feel like
use
we
a
should have
simple
looked
one.
for a back door.
I'll
Maybe
use
there
a
were
simple
stairs?
You're gonna okay. All right, 7. All right, do you Christy,
No,
you
I'll
just
get the
unlocked
reflex.
your fourth luck reroll.
Oh yeah, you can proceed to a reflex as well.
I'll get the reflex. Don't
Okay.
worry, I got
Wait,
it.
Go
do
ahead.
we have 4 now?
You guys have 4 luck rerolls, yes.
I'll get the reflex. Here we go.
Amazing.
Well done. You recovered.
Oh,
I need
nice.
Ivan, I need a will save from you. At this point you failed twice, but you've managed to recover without falling. I need a will save to determine if fear you crushed it. Maybe you just pep talk yourself in this situation. Where a normal person would be absolutely afraid, petrified. Your will is not to be shaken here. Ivan PP freely is a master of his own descent.
Get it together. You're gonna embarrass yourself in front of these people.
His speed is not nearly as fast as everyone else, but his recovery is impressive nonetheless. Let's get another one. Cain and Sera. Let's see what you can do here. Give me some climbs.
There's just a little bit left. Be careful.
Oh no, Cain. Okay.
Cain recovers. Sera? Okay. Okay.
This is so intense.
Ivan. Last climb.
You got this, Ivan.
Oh, fuck.
It's the last climb.
I'll hit the reflex again. Don't worry, I
Oh
got
my god. Okay.
good reflex stats.
Gonna have to
Oh, wow. Wow.
Okay.
The
Wow,
further you
yeah.
go down, the more difficult it is to make these saves because you're not just coming down on like condensation. It's starting to get more than just a little slippery. Like you're building up slime, right? Slime and various nettles. So yeah, it's impressive that you're recovering. It looks, from the outside, it looks ugly, but you're able to recover every time. Now that you've managed to recover, I need fortitude saves for the rest of your trip down.
Okay.
We'll start with Sera and Cain, one each, and then we'll see what Ivan can do.
Am I done?
You managed all of your saves, yeah.
Like
Okay.
a cat.
Very good. Ivan. Okay, and the last one, this is the most difficult. Your DC on this is 14. Sera and Cain.
Fortitude again?
Yes,
Fortitude. Come on, fortitude.
Is it because it's stinky?
it's very stinky. Okay, Cain, you managed to fail your fortitude. You can feel that your limbs are starting to give out. You're not built for this. You're meant to be in labs, in libraries, in taverns. You're not designed to climb 600 feet down. And your arms are starting to tension up, and your fingers are beginning to release. Do you say anything to Sera? Do you say anything to anybody? Do you say anything at all?
Nipping.
As I hear that, I look and I see him
Yeah, he
shaky,
is.
grabbing on. I just reach out my hand to try
Sera
to grab him.
reflex.
Reflex.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yes, there it is. Oh.
Even or odd, Sera, or would you like to reroll? Or
Can I assist
Desperation
by like
dice.
grabbing on with my little claws and holding Cain up?
yes and no. Problematically, you are carrying a half-broken torch in your mouth.
In my beak. Yeah.
Yes, falcons aren't particularly large creatures.
No, I'm not. a big
If you grab
creature.
onto his back, there's a good chance that you burn his head.
Oh, fair.
Needs a haircut.
Yeah, no,
I
you're
will-
right. I'm carrying something. I'm carrying
You
fire.
don't
right
even
now.
know
Not
about
I
it.
will
really.
It
try
looks
to
like-
re-roll this.
It's
Okay,
true.
go ahead. Reroll.
I just assume it's bad.
You should have just
Yeah.
added the D6 to it.
I should have added the D6.
Nobody wants to give me those extra die to work with.
I know.
I know.
Sarah, you are incapable. I need a reflex, particularly from Cobalt. 2, I'll then need a reflex from Anju.
Yeah,
Oh.
saw that coming.
Yay.
Reflex.
Very good. That's great, actually. Cain, your fingers give under the weight, the exhaustion of it all. You find yourself falling. Sera reaches out to grab you and just can't get a hold of your robes enough in the right way, and your body begins to give way. You start to fall backwards and down at the same time. But as you do so, you strike out, reaching for anything that you can, and you grab onto Anju's side, and Anju instinctively reaches down and grabs onto your arm. From this distance, you might not die. You're able to hold onto your staff this time. Squeaks
So
lets
I'm
out.
holding on, right?
Yes, Squeaks emits this very, very loud, like hissing squeak outward in a state of fear and panic. But you're able to hold on to the staff. What do you do here, Anju? You've got a hold of him, and you're bearing his weight. There's not a lot here, but enough.
We're operating on instincts, so like I've probably clawed him a bit.
Sure.
You know, not too much,
Enough.
but like enough to be like, ow. You know how cats are.
Yeah.
So maybe my claws are like in his robes or whatever. I've had how far down are we right now?
You guys at
Do
this
I
point
even, would I
have,
even know?
have descended. You've been climbing for what feels like forever. It's
Yeah.
definitely been minutes. You're not sure how close you are. Scout, you know that you guys are about 80% of the way there.
Well, then I'm gonna. Yeah, like, Scout, how far to the bottom?
So, how
Bring
many?
me back, you fool!
How far is that?
You probably get about 100 to
Is it
120 feet.
100 to 120 feet.
I've got, yeah. Okay. All right, old man. I admit it. You helped me out. Can you cast the spell that you cast on me? You good? I can't hold you for forever. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't trust my grappling hook down here. It's a little moist.
Just swing me back to the ladder.
Just a strength check. Just give me a strength check here, and we'll see if you manage to recover in such a way.
From me or Anju?
From
Feather
Anju.
fall. It hurts.
Oh, is that what the spell is called?
Featherfall.
Yes.
Anju, you're able to swing him over to the rungs. Cobalt, you can reach out, or
This
you can just
under
let
me
go.
now, right?
Yeah,
I'm gonna try to grab the.
sure.
Ladder.
Reflex. It's not difficult. It's right in front of you. Okay, now I just need a fortitude. I want to see if you can make it down the rest of the way. The DC was 14.
I'll re-roll it.
Okay, you got it. 18.
That's my second re-rolls.
You got it. You're able to recover and scale down the rest of the way.
As I'm pulling my paw out of his robes, they like get stuck, and I have to be like, how a cat does.
Cats do. They with a panic. Yeah. Ivan, your last save, please. I need just one fortitude save. DC is 14. That's close.
I'll give it one reroll.
Go for it, boss. Let's see what you got.
That's my motto. Is I only do one luck reroll per roll.
Sure.
Do it
Fuck.
for the story.
Fuck.
Oh.
Would you like to use the desperation?
You still
dice?
sticking to that?
Desperation.
You
There's
could
two
do
friends
desperation
below
for
me on the
26
way
or
down. No,
reroll.
I think I'll get caught by somebody. I think so.
All right. Ivan falls. Ivan's limbs give out from under him at this point. Maybe you strike a spot on this where it's just moist enough. Your fingers sort of tighten up and you release, but you release just enough that you begin to fall. I will need a reflex first from Sera. This is difficult because he's moved slower than the rest of you. He's higher up by about 30 feet. So this is difficult.
Feather fall, please.
That's not going to be enough. He falls past you. I need a reflex
Yeah.
from Anju. Yet again.
Okay.
Anju out here killing the game.
Okay.
Anju,
At
I
like
need
reflexes.
I need a strength check because this is a falling body.
It sure fucking is. Can I couch that with my grappling hook at all? I really want to use my grappling hook.
It's in your bag, right?
He said
No,
he
I've
had
got it
out.
at my hip. I've had it at my hip because I
Okay.
don't trust all y'all motherfuckers to not fall.
You know what?
stabs
If that's
at
what you
me.
want to do with your reflex, yeah, you can catch him. First and foremost, I would like for you to describe how you catch him. Do that for me, please.
Oh, fucking. All right. I mean, I can see him coming, right? Because I see Sera miss him. So
Oh, you hear him, and then you hear
Right.
Sarah's like,
right. So I can
And-
tell.
yeah.
Like, here we go again.
Yep.
I guess realistically, is there? I'm assuming there's somewhere that I can get my grappling hook on these stone walls. I mean, if that's not a thing, then I guess I'm fucked.
not
But
on
I
the
would-
stone walls, no, but you could get it over the actual rungs of this ladder, yeah.
So throw it up. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. So yeah, as I notice the vibe of him falling, I'm gonna I've had it basically in my one hand this whole time. I'll whip it up to catch the rungs like right under Sera, I guess, just
Okay.
somewhere to anchor
Sure.
it. So
You anchor it immediately in
and
the
I'm
rungs.
reaching out with my other hand already.
You got him. You
like,
managed
looking
to
for him in the dark.
reflexively grab onto him. It's at this
Yeah.
point it's like wrapped up in his white tee. Okay, you're certain you've got onto his white tee. I need a strength
Yeah.
check. This is important for a lot of reasons. Bro, you're murdering the rolls tonight. Anju. Oh no. Okay, hold on. No, it doesn't even get a bonus. No modifier. No, that's not good enough. I'm going to use one of my rerolls. Okay. Here's what happens. You reach out, you grab onto him, and you're holding on to this. So this is instinctive, right? Like you're reflexively trying to stop him. You reach out and you grab onto him, your hand wraps up into his white tee, but as you start to fall, with your left hand, you strike out, grabbing onto this with your grappling hook. The weight of his person pulls you off of the side, and your hand starts to fall. I need a fortitude save to see if you resist. Your hand is going to be yanked firmly down the rope of your grappling hook, and I don't know if you've ever had a rope burn before, but this is going to suck.
I have.
Well, some of us have claws.
True. Your fortitude, you're able to
Jesus.
hold on.
Right.
Wow.
What an absolute
claws.
madman.
Wow.
You can't miss.
This is your
So
pocket watch,
good.
Anju.
Here's your damage. You take 4 points of damage as it starts to tear away at the fur and flesh of your palm. You feel it start to get hot as it starts to sear down and tear up on the skin and flesh. But you're able to stop yourself. You aren't hanging on to a rung whatsoever. You're quite literally at the end of your rope with a bloodied paw in one hand
I sure fucking am, bub. I sure fucking am.
and Ivan in the other.
Wow.
I would have landed on my feet.
Sarah.
This is why he's 12 feet tall.
Are you all right down there?
Sarah.
I'm getting longer.
Okay.
Grab the fucking ladder.
As you start to descend, you hear it. And just below your feet, the ladder rung of which he was climbing on has just been horridly yanked.
Shit.
And you can hear it starting to dislodge itself.
Shit. I start moving faster before they start breaking.
Okay. You know that it's one rung down. Do you descend fully, or do you try to skip that rung?
Oh, I'm gonna try to skip.
Okay. All right, reflex. Let's just see. It's not hard. I just really need you to break 6.
Okay.
You got it.
All right.
You broke 6. You leapt down. It's just like a little 3 feet, or like a 3 foot step. So as you kind of slide into it, you pass over, and it's just about at your waist. And as it gets up to just like where your chest and face is, you see it start to sort of wriggle under the weight of the two of them together. Sarah, you think it's coming out of the wall?
Oh, I'm the one that they're holding on to.
Yes.
Oh shit. You guys need to move down now. That thing's gonna fall out.
Okay,
Cain,
can I?
They've
Can I,
fallen.
like-
They've fallen past you at this point, and you're starting to feel the crumbling of something directly from above. When you glance up, you feel the shale of the wall, and the crumbling of stone falling from the wall.
Oh gosh. Am I like able to pull out my shield to stop any debris from falling on us, whilst also climbing down and trying to protect them from I don't know, trying to keep the thing in place a little bit for them.
Do you have a
When
shield
I-
lock? I'm curious. On your shield, do you have a lock? It's a series of straps that go on the back so you can strap it to your arm.
Yes, yes.
Okay. With that, you're able to strap it to your arm and still free up your hand so that you can climb.
Yes.
You need at least one hand on this rope so that they're the ladder so you don't fall.
Yes.
And you want to assist them. How are you going to do that?
So the rung, they're below me, and there's a rung that's like falling out,
Yes.
basically. Can I use like my foot to just kick into the wall and try to keep it stuck in the wall for
Ooh,
them so it
okay.
doesn't fall out?
Sure. That's
Going Breath of the Wild on this shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Give
Yes.
me make an attack. Make an attack
Okay.
for me here.
Okay. Yeah.
I feel so useless because I'm just hovering with a.
You're providing
freaking
light.
torch
Like
in my
without
mouth.
you, they couldn't see shit.
I
No,
love.
but like I feel like I'm useless. I know I am helping, but I'm just like.
That's amazing.
Well, I like
Wow,
that
okay.
Scout's clueless. Just like
Good
I'm helping.
lord, you rolled a 19 on the die.
Ooh,
Yeah,
23.
roll.
Okay.
It's going to be a D4 plus your strength modifier.
Strength is +3, so D4 +3.
Yes, please.
So 6.
Very good. You're able to like knee, or are you kneeing or using your shield? I'm curious.
I'm gonna need. I have like a knee
Like a brace?
thing.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna kind of knee into it with the brace, so it doesn't, it protects my shin.
Okay. So that's brilliant idea. I'm going to leave this up to a roll here. I'm going to say that it's a brilliant idea.
But
Architecturally, it's not super architecturally savvy. So I'm going to leave it up to
Yeah.
a 25% chance on a D100. So if it's 76 or greater, it's going to dislodge. Your knee is going to dislodge this. Below that, and you succeed, you drive it further into the stone.
all right. Come on, D100. Save me.
Why is it not doing that?
We want it less than 76, right?
Yes, 75 or less.
Oh, that's why, duh.
Shit.
Fuck, man.
Dang it. Can I use anything to make you reroll it?
You can.
Okay. Please reroll.
Yeah. How many lucky rolls do you have
Please.
left?
I think I have one left.
Okay, here we
This
go.
is my last one.
Bro, what the fuck?
The
man?
dice, they're not in my favor.
The
They
dice
want to happen.
speak.
5 out of 100? That's crazy.
I know, that's it was in my favor.
Chrissy's saying beg.
That's wild.
Christy,
No. We don't
Christy
do
wants
that.
you to beg.
No.
the way
Chris J won.
Oh my goodness. Okay, that's
Christy, will you give us a reroll?
It's
on your knees.
So to Christy, in game to
Please,
Christy, I
only
do
have
the
the
Puss in
claw
Boots.
feet.
Yeah.
Christy just came
Christy.
through. She cares so much about you guys. Would you
The
like
true
me
God
to use a
among
luck
us.
roll?
I think I would like to use a luck reroll for this
Okay.
because it should be in my favor.
Here
Yeah,
we go.
it should be. It's 75.
Yes.
Or you gotta be fucking kidding me. This
Wow.
is insane.
Okay.
Holy, the dice have spoken, man.
That's it. I guess
guys
you know
are
what? I
like,
give up.
no.
This happens this actually happens pretty often to us. Like we keep getting the same rolls when re-rolling. So like the fates want us to have these
Statistically,
rolls.
this is supposed to happen. Okay.
Wow.
You feel confident. There's that pause, right? That moment of pause where
Yes.
you kind of bring your leg up and you shove your knee into this loud, like almost collapsing noise where it even bends the bar to a degree. But what you weren't counting for was that the architecture wasn't designed for that. As you do so, there's that moment where you're like, sweat off the brow. And then, and it starts to fall. It rolls right between your arms, down past your legs. The only reaction that I can give here is to Cobalt and to Scout.
Shit.
I would wait until the last second that I could see Anju, and then I would, since I'm holding onto the ladder already, and then I would cast Featherfall on him. I don't know how that works. If you're holding on to someone else, I don't know if they get the benefit of it, or if it makes them fall faster. If there's a weight limit, I'm not sure.
That's a good fucking question.
I'm gonna look,
Is-
actually.
What's
You know
there a
what? For the
place
sake
where
of
I
the
could
story,
wedge the torch.
you could just kind of like lay it across the bars.
Okay.
It's not
I think
difficult for
Scout
you to
will-
just kind of like lay it across the bars.
Quickly lay it across the bar and try to go down and grab with their
Sure. Gotcha. Okay.
not very strong.
I will
I'll try.
need, for the last moment, I need a perception check, please, from Cobalt. Your old trained, just not even like trained eyes are prepared for this, but you're lining up for it. Okay? You feel confident as you see at this point, Ivan disappears from your field of vision, and Anju is rapidly descending with him.
I'm
You've already
trying to
been
give
told.
them the most length with it, that I can possibly from the maximum distance.
Based on the description here, you have 50 feet of rope. 5 of that's probably going to be bound up in tying up the knots and onto your hands, so about 45 feet. You have 120 feet left in your fall. As you fall to the purvey of view here to what he sees, Anju, Cobalt, as Cain cast Featherfall upon you, you feel it yet again. It's that same sensation.
Familiar feeling.
It's not it's not something that is like instantaneous, right? It starts to slow your descent. It slows your descent. Now.
No, there's still ropes here hanging, or is the whole ladder coming down?
It's coming down. It's coming down. Scout.
Can't have nothing nice.
I would
Down,
like to know
down, baby.
exactly
Okay,
what it is that you're doing here. Explain to me.
Well, who's falling exactly? 'Cause-
Yes.
Yes, everybody's falling.
That's
Yeah.
it's Anju and Ivan.
Okay. I guess Ivan's probably the closest to me.
Yes.
So I'm probably gonna try to like grab a hold of Ivan.
Mm-hmm.
Is Ivan not below me now? Am I not
Ivan is
holding on to
yes. Yes. Ivan is below you, correct.
Oh, okay. Well, then I will
I'm
grab
holding onto
Anju.
Ivan here, and I had the grappling hook here.
All right. Then
Okay, I will
for
grab onto Anju.
for all intents and
I'm,
purposes-
gonna try to hover my wings.
I'd like
I've
a,
noticed Featherfall, right? Like I've noticed that
Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah.
happening.
Yeah.
So I would immediately be like, no, don't worry about me. Get him.
I would like a strength check from Anju. This one's the one that matters here. You're gonna survive this. You're gonna take damage, but you're gonna survive this. Ivan might not.
Oh, is he? Because that's in that one. Wait.
Damn,
I
dude.
mean, I haven't used any of my luck rerolls.
Yeah,
That's true.
Reroll. I will reroll
Okay.
that, sir.
This is
That's
fine.
as
the
low as you
time.
can
Six
get.
What
desperation
out
dice.
of game? What can Ivan do to sweeten the deal? I'm kidding. All right. How many rolls
That
do I
would
got?
be what Ivan would.
If you
do.
haven't used any of your luck rerolls, you have 5.
Jesus Christ. All right,
Not
there's
enough.
1.
Not enough.
There's 2. There's 3.
That's gonna be enough.
Let's fucking go.
3, 6,
Wow.
13, 17. Dang.
That's gonna be enough.
I'm on my come up.
These
God.
guys would save me.
It's difficult. And even
Christy,
it's
the
at,
real MVP.
it's at an instinctual level, Anju. Maybe before that wasn't the case. But in this situation, in an attempt to save Ivan, your claws extend. It's panic. You know it's this or death. They come out. They're gonna sink into either Ivan's chest, stomach, arm, shoulder, whatever you're grabbing at this point. What are you grabbing at this point? It's like, I got him by the ass cheek.
One finger in the hole.
Oh no.
I mean, I would have. I'm feather falling. I had him by probably the forearm.
Sure.
So
Then it's that.
I would have probably I could have probably like kind of like downwards, like almost overhanded. Probably I would probably aim for the shoulder because
Sure.
I know these boys are sharp.
Yeah,
and
it's,
I'm not
it's gonna
trying
be
to-
it's gonna be a D4. Just roll a D4 for me. You're not really attempting to hurt him. It's just the nature of what's happening.
Yeah. /R 1d4.
Yeah.
Right?
2 points of damage as you feel his claws sink into your shoulder. It's a bizarre sensation because though you can feel the piercing of the claws hitting you, you actually feel the tips of his fingers sort of roll up, and it sort of flenches them deeper into your skin. He doesn't let go of you. Takes a moment, but you both
Feel the toe
slowly
beads.
fall.
Oh, thanks, bud.
I'm
After-
just like,
After a
yeah,
moment,
no problem.
after a moment, pace starts to build back up, and you hit the side of the silo floor and roll to a manhole-esque cover below. They're out of your vision. You guys can't see them if you're above. Scout probably can, but Sera and Cain cannot.
Scout will fly back up to get the torch then, if I can.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Weeks will
grab
be
it.
flapping and flying around since the point that I fell, because
Yeah.
that alerted him.
Sure, of course.
And he'll flap down there, and just to see what's going on with him. Not that he can relay messages to me or anything. But
I'd like to reiterate here the difference between what happened and what could have happened. If you had fail timed your spell casting, they would have taken 10d6 of damage. If he would not have succeeded in his strength check, Ivan would have taken 10d6 of damage.
Roll your 10d6. Let's see what it would have been.
Sure.
I mean, that's instant
Oh my god.
fatality.
7
once
health.
it's over.
10d6. There it is. 40.
That seems fine.
Yeah, that would kill you.
Is
There's only
is
4
that
of
an
us.
Insta kill?
That would have instant killed them, yes.
It's
Wow.
over their constitution, I'm guessing. So
You would have to go over a negative of your con score. So if you have a constitution of 13,
What's your con score, Ivan?
Well,
12.
Yeah.
That would have
What's
killed
your
you.
HP?
I think you said 6. Is it 6 or 7?
what?
For your hit points.
HP.
After the claws, 7.
7. Okay, so
yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
you'll
that
be
would
good.
kill. That would have killed either of them for sure.
I took D4 from the rope burn, right?
Yes, you
I
did.
took 4 damage
Correct.
total.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's going to need to be mended. That it's a substantial burn and wound on your hand. It's gonna
I will
hinder
do.
some of your abilities.
My cat tried one time. I had a declawed cat that tried to climb a tree. I've seen it. It's not good.
Poor,
Don't declaw your cats, all right?
Poor
Keep
guy.
them away.
poor guy.
Yeah, no. Don't let your declawed cats outside.
Sera, Cain, do you call out or do you just scale down, accepting that you could find them splatted at the bottom?
I'm pretty confident I saved their lives.
I would call out. Are you guys okay? Okay.
I'm just trying to get the fuck off the ladder myself now.
Yeah, you know what?
Dad. Andrew's dead.
They
What?
appear to be okay.
Bro, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Okay,
They
okay.
appear to be okay. You do not have to worry, Sarah.
And I begin also
Fine.
hastily going down just to try to be as quick as possible.
When you hit the curved floor, there's not really much in the way that you can do. It is angled in such a way, and it is moist, and in some of the rising condensated urine and manure, the fecal matter has risen up to such a degree that it has caused a very slippery slope. And you will each sort of fall into that centermost area where these two are standing. It's going to group up very, very quickly.
Take a bath, they said.
What does that have to do with anything?
Now we're all filthy.
It's like a little kid, like, I'm just gonna get dirty again anyway.
Scout
I'm
will
just
make their
like-
way down.
I'm like cowering, sort of just I'm cleaning my wound. Like I'm trying
Licking
not.
your poop paws.
Yeah. Did we?
Does everyone look okay, or can Scout tell that anybody is?
Scout,
not
you can
well?
tell that Ivan is definitely bleeding from his shoulder. Specifically because he is wearing a white tee, you can see that he has blood on his shoulder.
Scout
and-
is going to move over towards you, and they like something comes out of their body, like it's like a little device, and they're like,
Please hold still. I will assist you.
Thank you.
Keep calm.
Okay.
and they're gonna try to cure light wounds. I don't know why it has a DC, but
That's totally fine. So in this case, you're just going to throw the spell. So it's going to be 1d8 plus 1.
I got 2 health.
Oh, it's
potions, so.
right there, actually. It shows it inside
4?
of this. So yeah, it's...
I rolled 4, right?
Yeah, you got 4. So yeah, that's going to be 4.
Cool. I don't get temporary hit points, do I?
No, you do not. Not at least in this case. There are some spells that will give you temporary hit points.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And then I'm gonna change into a different T-shirt.
You succeed in changing into your shirt. It looks as if Anju is kind of nursing that hand.
You need help with that, there, bud? That's the least I can do after.
Yeah. You think? Yeah, that would be great. Thank you.
Hey, listen, if you're not gonna be nice to me, I don't have to do this, but yeah, just hold it out.
I give a look.
Are you going to give him one of your potions?
No, I can do the similar thing to what Scout just did.
I was wondering, what exactly you brought to the team.
And I, in order to cast Cure Light Wounds, I have to do a couple of Naruto hand signs in order to then, and then I put it on and it glows a nice green.
My ears go back in an unhappy and suspicious way.
All right, I gave you 3 of your 4 hit points back.
Yeah.
So at least hopefully the burn is cured.
Yeah, for the instance, if you guys are going to cast spells in the future, Cure Lights are always going to be 1d8 plus your level. So in this case, it's 1d8 plus 1. So you don't have to like queue that up. You can just type in /r space 1d8 plus 1.
Cool.
But it does all the cool stuff.
It does. It does. But chat doesn't actually get to see all of that information
Yeah, it won't show up as a number for them.
because it's a lot of text at that point.
Yeah.
I see.
So
Yeah. You got 3
Thank
of your
you.
health back.
you're
Yeah,
going to heal
At least
the health bar, right? Your health bar is going to rise back up. You can start to feel better, but you can tell that these wounds are not going to mend themselves.
I mean, did I see? Okay, so what both of them did is different than actually.
Correct.
it's not,
Healing.
it's not a light wound.
Healing is not it's not the equivalent of the magic healing is going to heal your health bar. The wound still stays, right? And where you guys are at right now, would not recommend having an available and open wound.
That's a good point. We should wrap that up.
Yeah, like I've
I
got.
brought a sewing needle.
Can I heal check or something?
Yeah, of course
to
you can,
see
definitely.
What that is, like what is happening?
I'm just gonna.
Maybe not.
I've got rope.
Yeah,
I've
of
got
course. No,
paper.
that's-
I've got
That's
thieves'
not poorly.
tools.
It's not difficult. Like you can determine that he has a vicious rope burn on his hand. It has not only has it managed to like cut up some of the hand itself, but it's pulled away some of his fur, right? It's not revealing muscle, but a lot of the dermis has been damaged. And Scout, as anyone with like healing expertise, you would know that in this area there's a series of diseases and or toxins that he can undergo that could, I mean, might have to remove his hand.
I rerolled for 18.
Got the gangrene.
Oh God.
So it's like a disease that he's got.
I
Could
don't,
be. It
I
could
don't
be.
like to,
It could be.
and just an infection or something.
I don't like to do this.
the
It
poo-poo
appears you
sewers.
may have a disease of some sort.
Great.
This is not something I will be able to heal right now.
You know what, buddy? Thanks anyway.
I have not been trained for such matters. But it
It's
is
okay.
something that the Creator would be able to help you with.
I hope to meet him someday.
Fuck. I don't like to do this. I don't.
What?
I hand out one of my T-shirts to you to wrap your hand in this.
Oh, that's a good idea.
What is it with you and the t-shirts, man?
Always come prepared, man. And I'll use the one that I got bloodied up to wrap up my wound a little bit as well, if that works for now. Tie it
Can we
around my
bind it?
shoulder. Yeah. You can rip it up if you need.
Does that
it.
help? Is there some other thing we roll?
No, I mean, generally with
I can-
Scout's heal
I can
check,
stitch you.
you guys, as long as you wrap this in such a way that it's not going to be like open dealing with things, then yeah, no, it's fine. That's totally something you can do.
We can wrap
I'm
it
gonna be able to
for the
shoot
time
the bow.
being.
All right.
All right. Is everybody else good? Are we all feeling okay? Should we proceed forward?
We are not at 100% vitality, but we should be okay.
Thanks,
You
man.
heard the kid. Keep moving.
Would you like me to continue scouting?
Can I pull out and check my watch real quick?
You totally can. You realize that you have about 3.5 hours, 3 at best.
Okay.
Ivan, you will note that from the immediate fall, that last half of the fall, light damage to the watch. Very, very light damage.
A little scratched up.
Yeah.
It is best that I do not scout while holding this torch. Would someone like to hold on to it?
I'll take it back.
Here you go.
Now, before you, where you're at, this is like an 8x8 cylinder of space that has risen up probably 9 or so feet that goes into your curved walls leading up to the upper silo. What is below you is a 7 foot in diameter grate that can be lifted. It is a circular diametrical grate that can lift. You know that, but it's going to be difficult for you to do so while you're standing on it. So you're going to have to figure out a way to lift this while nobody's on this. Not super difficult, but minor challenge. Usually just requires some creativity.
The
Scout
ladder
will
at the
continue
bottom
like
still
hovering
intact?
over it, and
Think like a manhole cover.
I believe we will need to lift this before we go down.
Correct.
Could someone please lift it? And I will continue scouting.
I'll lift it.
Thank you.
Can I get perceptions first?
yeah,
From all?
Yeah, definitely.
26.
Jeez.
Nice job. Nice job. And Cain. Okay.
Mine's just slow.
We are perceptive.
Everyone's gonna hear this.
We may not be able to climb ladders, but we can see things.
I mean, I can climb ladders.
You're standing there deciding exactly how you're going to get past this point. Scout's asking if someone will hold this, and it takes a few moments, some reassurance, but no, that's definitely someone speaking. You can hear people speaking down here in the sewers. And we'll be right back. We're taking a little bit of a late break at this point, but we're going to go take a 5-er. We'll see you guys in just a few minutes. I'm going to run bio, get some more water, do all that jazz, and let them reconvene with folks or fam or do the same thing. We'll be right back, guys. So see you in just a moment. It sounded as if someone was talking down here.
What direction?
Well, considering
We make out what they're saying.
you can't actually. You can't. You
You guys
can't
hear
actually
that?
make out what they're
Not even with the
saying.
26.
Not
Hey,
even with the 26.
You guys hear that?
What you can tell is that there is
I
more
do.
than one. There's more than 2 or 3. There's more than 5.
It sounds like there are more than 5
Is this coming from the
persons.
grate?
Correct.
Can
It's
we-
coming from below.
Can we tell
That's
what
where we're
language they're
supposed to
speaking?
go.
Is it common?
It's mostly common. Yes, it is mostly common. And some of the tones and the dialects they're using, they're from. Some people are from Sharn. Others are from various parts of the world. You're not picking up on any of the nuance.
Probably some of Cain's friends down here.
Someone trying to steal our artifact. Yes.
Well, let's go.
We were told that there may be
Other.
dangers ahead.
Yes. We
Didn't
should.
you tell us there were going to be security? There was going to be security, right?
Well, I mean-
Am I remembering correctly?
Our current adversary is a hole, so let's get through that one first.
I mean, maybe don't immediately open the hole where there's upwards of 8 people who we maybe don't want to encounter, right?
Well,
yeah, there could be 10
send the
people down there.
Paladin.
We were going to just try to see if we could scout down there first with Scout.
Ivan, because of your role, also because of the nature of you not being a Warforged, amidst the smell of the offal and the refuse and the overall like fecundity of this area, you are picking up some savory smells. Boiled meats.
They're cooking down here. People are.
They live down here.
They are Cain's friends.
There may be
I
others
don't
lurking.
have any
Is what
friends.
she stated. The lady also said the agents of the Lord of Blades might want it.
Cain, genuine question.
Maybe they're camping down here.
Can you answer me a question and answer it honestly and not in your dry riddles?
Can't
Can
guarantee that.
Squeaks actually talk to you?
Converse quite often.
Then send Squeaks in. He can fit through the little grates, can he?
It can, yes.
Send him in. He's just a bat. They're not gonna pay any mind to him.
He's got speak location, whatever. You know, he can do that.
Yeah, and then he can tell us what's going on down there and whether like direction, they're behind something.
It is called echolocation.
Right, I knew that. I was just testing you, Scout.
I know
You
that.
passed. Congratulate. Good job, Scout.
So we're
Which
sending.
looks very impressive, but he's just a baby.
So do we Are we sending the bat down, or are we sending Scout
I
down?
vote yes.
Okay.
Seems like the bat's a good idea.
I will
We'll
keep
open
this
the
open.
manhole.
I will open it, and you send the bat down.
Well, the bat
I
can just
will
go
await further instructions.
We don't
Are
even-
there holes in the top of it, or is it?
It is grated.
It's like
yes.
a grate.
It's
a
grated.
grate, yeah.
Oh, so can
The
Squeaks
scout
fit?
could fit, or your back could
Squeaks.
fit between the grates.
Squeaks could
what
fit through the
they're
grate, correct?
Okay.
I thought you were saying Squeaks like you were addressing him. Like, Squeaks, what do you do?
Oh no, I was. Yeah, no, I talked. Yeah, I talked to him quite often.
No, I thought Bub
Yeah,
was.
I
like,
figured.
as-
okay.
Squeaks.
So you pass Squeaks on. You push him through. You've given him the initial goal. What can you feel through Squeaks? I'm curious.
I mean, it's not so much as feel through him, unless it's magical. It's more of like, I think I can understand what he says,
Okay.
but it's not like a realistic thing.
Sure.
like it's a level below
I feel like
C3PO.
We're
I feel like-
fucking screwed.
Squeaks knows that I want him to scout it out, and if he comes back and is like chirping, like making his little bat sounds, then
Sure.
then that's gonna be that he found something.
Yeah.
And if not, then he didn't. Right?
How long are
Like,
you willing to wait?
He found a bug.
5 minutes,
5 minutes.
and then I'm charging in after him.
Found
Okay.
a bug, guys. Yay.
How about everybody else? How long are you willing to wait? Or are you just kind of allowing Cain to do his thing here?
I think Scout will be listening intensely.
Okay.
At this point, I've got all night. I need
Yeah.
a break.
Yeah, we're chilling.
I guess I will wait.
Scout will be listening and looking through the grate.
Few minutes pass. People pass beneath you as you wait. Half-orcs, maneuvering through the sewers. They don't appear to be immediately armed and prepared to attack. Then you see gnolls. Dogmen.
That's not good.
5 minutes pass. 6 minutes pass.
Open the grate.
All right, all right. I will open it. I will lift the grate.
You're all standing on it. Here's the issue. The grate is sized to fit. You're all standing on it. This is why Squeaks can go through, because there's holes in the grate. But because everybody's standing on it, you have to figure out a way to get everybody off of it in order to lift it.
I'm hovering.
There's one of them. 4 to go.
There's no like little ledge, I guess, in between. Like there's nothing.
I'll get on the ladder that
Okay.
we came down off of. to
Sure.
The bottom of it.
Sure.
So the whole bottom of this thing is a grate, is what
Correct.
you're saying.
Correct.
Oh.
Yeah.
You do 1, 2, 3, jump.
The Big Apple.
And I have the capacity to lift it.
Sure.
Lift it
It's
if
not,
everybody was to get off.
it's not exceptionally difficult for you to lift it.
Okay. Yes. Well, I suppose if you can like climb on the wall a bit, or like.
Yeah, can I
There are some natural steps that are sort of carved out of this part of the stone wall. There is no like metal bars like there were above. You can
Sure.
climb up. But you don't
Can I just,
really
like-
see any like impressions in this that are designed for it to be lifted.
Here, this is like unbelievably easy. We just all climb up on the ladder, tie a rope around it, and then just lift it up from the top of it, like from up the ladder. It's
That ladder could barely sustain both of your weights.
This is true. The ladder is.
we were all on the ladder at the same time.
I don't know how we're gonna get back up now that I'm thinking about it, as that ladder was falling apart. I don't want to think about that right now.
Yeah, internally I start having a panic attack. I hadn't thought about that either.
Scout remembers the map. Is there an alternative route that we could take?
If you climbed all the way back up, yes.
No. I meant to get out.
Not from here.
Like, no,
The other
not
thing that you
from here,
could
but,
do
like-
is
No,
break
no.
through.
I'm not talking about this. But like, once we're in and we get to the thing that we need, is there another way out
Yeah,
instead
yes.
of going up the ladder? Okay, then Scout will say.
It's a much nastier way, but yes.
There is an alternative route that we can take on the way back.
We're
Oh, that's
not
good.
leaving
It
Squeaks
is-
behind.
More dangerous
no,
than
no.
the one we just took.
we will not leave Squeaks behind, but just when we have to get out of here, I do not want to climb back up this unsafe ladder that may crumble on top of all of us on the way up. Sorry, I don't want to make you all nervous.
There is an
okay.
alternative route. We will be okay.
Good. But in the meantime, you all try to just like get onto the side here a bit. While think like clinging to the wall basically on your tippy toes, and I will lift the grate.
I will try to slide underneath the grate.
Let's see if it works. Let's do it.
Give me some rolls.
Scout's gonna try to, as soon as the grate is lifted.
Okay.
You guys remember in Austin Powers with the spotlight, and they're like,
Yeah.
Oh, so I roll performance, is what you're saying.
what are we rolling?
In this case, if you're gonna climb back up, it doesn't take anything. The only thing that matters is when you start hitting the slanted ground. Particularly here for Tracy. Tracy, you're gonna need to give me a strength.
Okay. All right.
That's good.
All right.
That's good. It takes a moment for you to find like a spot where you can fit your hand in. It doesn't feel great, admittedly, but you're able to start lifting this in such a way. You notice that it actually it looked as if there was some sort of straight bar across the center, so the grate lifts up at a half spot.
Okay.
Can I fly down?
You fly down. It's a hall. It's a stone hallway.
Fine, Squeaks.
All right, everybody.
Scout.
Weeks is fine.
Do I see Squeaks?
You don't.
We haven't been separated in so long.
You can hear
Your voice down, man.
it's a bit more clear. There's more transparency here. You can start making out some of the things that people are saying.
Ooh, what are they saying?
It sounds like Sharn. It sounds more than just like Sharn. It sounds like the marketplace. You overhear people haggling, bartering, trying to work down and drive down the cost of goods in various spaces and places.
It sounds like a marketplace down here, as if someone is haggling for items, similar to what you did, Ivan.
Maybe it's not dangerous down here. Who knows?
Perhaps we can blend in.
Could we?
Okay. Then maybe we just go ahead and drop down and go under.
What do we?
I do not see Squeaks.
Let's get in there and look for the little dude.
I mean, would it be weird for us to just like this isn't the only way to come down here, but I guess yeah, I don't know.
I'm assuming that everybody's going to decline into this place, leap down.
Is there anything that I would know that I would be like, oh shit, this is like a
You know that every city has a market, an undermarket, right?
Sure.
Sometimes it's where you have to move stolen goods.
So I would be very familiar with this.
Akin to it, yes.
Okay.
Now, as you leap down into this cistern-esque hallway, it leads back before you, off to the left-hand side, as far as you can immediately tell. But just around where you're at the moment, you can see that there are lights lit. Refuse sort of piled up in the corners, and you are in a dungeon.
Can I like go on the ground? So if I transform back to my normal self, there's a ground there?
You can, yeah, that's correct, you can.
Okay, so Scout will get back on the ground and transform and put the robe back on.
You got it. You've taken to the floor at this point. Everyone is here. You can see what's around you, some of the light sources, what not sure what exactly you see, but you can tell what's here. Footfall has moved through this place. There are footsteps, some damp, some have been aged, various amounts of soil, what looks to be like inky spots here and there. But the sound is coming from the north.
Is that the direction we need to go when I'm looking at the map?
Based on where you're at, yeah, that's also the direction that you know the squeaks went.
Okay. Then Scout will begin scouting ahead, but kind of looking back to make sure that folks are following, because...
Okay. You guys can pick your marching order if you'd like. Move at your pace, but if you stray too far, you never know what's going to happen.
Ooh, okay.
I mean, I have low light vision, and
Is
then
it-
Scout has dark vision.
Yeah, I've got
Scout
low
has
light
dark
as well.
vision. Now, I've got to know here who has, I think it's, who has the torch?
I currently have a
Anju
torch,
does.
All right, Anju, I'm going to give you a
but
light
I
source
have
here.
9 other torches.
Don't use them all up at once.
This token does
I've
emit
also got
light.
torches.
30 feet. Save settings.
Nice.
Now, Scout has decided to move on. Ivan, probably not too far behind.
Yeah, I can see decently well.
Good.
I'm gonna go after the people that I know can see further than me, because they're gonna be able to find him faster.
Sure.
Is that just a pile of refuse?
It is in fact.
Scout? Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Suppose I shall stay
I
toward
will.
the back.
Make sure people are kind of close.
Yeah.
And then...
Let's keep
Okay,
moving.
just gonna step right over that. Stinky.
Can I be stealthy if I would like?
Yeah, sure, give me
I
a
mean, I'm
stealth,
not-
please.
I'm not super stealthy, but I will attempt.
Sure, let's see what you got. It's not great.
Thanks.
It's not great.
stealthy.
I'll.
Because my little wheels, they
Yeah.
roll on the ground.
It's your little
you know?
treadies. It gives
I
it
feel
away.
like I would see Scout trying to sneak and follow their lead.
As you pass by the tunnel immediately on your left, Scout, you can see that there is what looks to be an open grate that's running water freely into the space. It's cleared away a lot of the immediate refuse, but it's not where the sound is coming from. It's not where the people have gathered.
Okay, we'll continue then.
You continue
What do I see
further.
here?
That just looks like what looks to be like a carcass of a rat. Sort of been pushed up into the corner. Someone's seemingly kicked it away from that spot, so you can guarantee that much. It moves into an open chamber. Give me a perception check, please, Scout.
Ooh, okay. Perception check. Well,
Scout, as you move, the sound of your treads in the speaking above is sort of drowning out a lot of that additional noise, but you hear something tucked away in that corner. Unbeknownst to many other people here, what you're hearing is this almost bizarre, this strange... And when you glance, your eyes catch these tentacles seemingly stretching out, lipping at the surface of the stone and the wall.
There is something gargling and a tentacle.
Scout says quietly, but clearly not very quietly.
Cain, Ivan, and Sera. If either of you have knowledge arcane, you can use that now.
Arcana.
Yeah, knowledge arcana.
I will use a luck reroll.
Go for it.
Fuck.
Cain, based on the descriptions you've given and the things that you're hearing tucked away in the corner, you know that what you're hearing is probably an Autiog. They're creatures designed specifically to clean out sewers. They feast on refuse, debris, offal, fecal matter. They're literally a wizard's creation to eat feces. It is the answer to the waste issue.
It's Clanker.
Are they dangerous?
They can be, but what's most interesting about them is they're also intelligent, but they're driven.
I will relay all that information to the group.
So
How exciting.
we should not disturb it then.
Do you think that it would, you know,
Quite a good chance.
and then we need to check.
You
Did I
mean,
speak to it?
I don't know if
You're good with animals, little one.
You know
It
that
might be the best bet.
Cain, you know that this isn't an animal. It's a magical it's a creation, a wizard's creation.
It's literally Clanker.
Not of nature, it's of magic.
So then, how do we approach it?
You still overhear the sounds coming from, it's from the open room, but still more so off to the left, Ivan. Your guess is there's probably some sort of extolled area, someplace that breaks away from this.
Shall we
Is it-
continue?
Is it after something? Is like Squeaks up on the ledge or something?
I think we need to check.
From what you can see, let's see here. Ivan's gonna struggle to see this. Scout, do you like look around the corner?
Sure, Scout will like come around this down here.
When you glance
look
around
around
the
the corner.
corner and you look, you can see this creature. It's twice the size of a man. It's not quite as big as like a smart car, but it's large. Very, very heavy creature. It's eating a pile of something. It doesn't look like it's eating anything alive, but it's definitely eating a pile of something. Maybe it was once someone, but now it is refuse and debris.
Okay, Scout will come back to them.
It appears to be down that way. Perhaps we can try to go along the left side of it, and it will be too distracted by whatever it is devouring.
Good
All
idea.
right. Move slow and quiet.
And Scout will go through and try to go this way, I guess.
Sure. When you come around the corner,
What is
you can
that?
see that's rags. It looks as if it's things that were left behind. Whatever once wore this is no longer here, and there is a pile, what looks to be a small torn satchel, some rags, maybe a few bones intermittently that's been crushed, devoured several times over, but nothing as far as you can tell of any real value.
Okay, then Scout will continue.
The
and try to
closer
avoid whatever that thing is.
The closer you move in this general direction, the sound is coming from this way, and it's getting louder and louder. You can overhear people discussing, "No, bring it down. Bring down their cost too, aye." And they're all discussing various things. It's becoming quite loud. Does everybody follow immediately after?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I would
I
be
think
right
Scout
after.
will stop right here, like and Scout will say.
Do you hear that? They are getting louder. Do you want to continue?
Yeah, I mean,
I,
All right.
yes.
Maybe.
Scout will keep moving in, rolling in. What do I see?
Okay. Now, on map, you're not going to see any of what I'm about to describe, okay? But what's before you is what is known as the Rats Market. The Rats Market is an undercity dwelling designed to fence stolen goods, designed to maneuver and move about belongings that people have tried to destroy, tried to hide from prying eyes, things that needed to not see the light of day. It's also generally filled with trash. Trash. While there's not hundreds of people, there are at the very least dozens of individuals hiding in this place, most of them wearing various rags, and these all pop tent markets that's just opened, and it's a variety of things for the taking. When you round the corner, people immediately see you. Their eyes train on each of you, and they watch, not sure what to make of you.
Scout will just continue on.
Anju, I feel like this is your specialty.
Yeah.
can I?
Yeah, like
Can I walk over
relax. Like, I get this. I understand this. We're fine, guys. We're fine. What, are you guys nervous?
Can I walk over to the nearest vendor and like
Where?
act like I'm shopping?
Give me perception, Ivan. I want to
we'll-
see what
We'll wait.
what you can pick
for the
up
rest
here.
of them.
Ivan's perception, 16. That's not bad. You're taking in all these shops, and you notice immediately that you stick out. Not because you're particularly cleaner than anybody else, but because you're a half-elf. And nobody is half-elfin down here. You see shifters,
Probably definitely stand up.
half-orcs, you see gnollmen, you see some goblins. But everybody is paying most of the homage to this particular character here in the corner. I'll shift and drag everyone so that you can see it. This guy. He has the largest open tent and various things that have been laid out, smattered in front of you. And anyone that comes by, they drop a deft nod, paying homage to him.
I'd like to go and browse his shop then.
Sure.
Would I have knowledge or anything to sort of determine what this guy's role is down here? Considering this is kind of my wheelhouse.
Yeah. He's the face of this place. This is the one who runs the Goblin Market, known as the Rats Market. As you step up, the first thing that catches your eye immediately is a cage that is being shut, and a bat has been shoved into that cage.
Oh no.
Oh no.
The goblin looks back to you.
Squeaks.
He sees you,
Away!
and his teeth are bared, and he's drooling. He glances up to you.
Well, friend, we don't see too many of your kind here. Welcome in. I am Skakan.
Can you say that one more time?
Skakan.
Skakan.
Back on these
It's like crazy that you just seem to have gotten a bat. 'Cause I was looking to make some bat soup tonight.
Yes, he was flying through the market.
Oh no.
Fortuitous.
How much for the bat?
What's it worth to you?
Name a price.
He glances around for a moment, sizing you up.
I like your shirt. It's clean.
Yeah.
I want it.
Now I have a similar question for you. Do you want the specific shirt on my back, or would you like a fresh one? And I pull it out of my bag. It's never been worn.
He walks directly over his wares, and he immediately starts smelling you.
No, yours. I want yours.
Fair enough. On my pants too?
Does it come with it?
I would prefer to keep the pants.
He smiles a bizarre grin. His teeth seem to stretch so far, looking as if he's got this jack-o'-lantern-esque smile. His lips peel back, revealing these tattered and disgusting gums.
Fine. Keep your pants. But I want your shirt. And the bat's yours. He's rather thin. Won't make much for eating. Picking teeth at best.
Well, either way, and I just flip the shirt off, hand it over to him.
Sure, he happily parses the cage over to you. It's tattered, mostly destructed. It's hung together by hopes and dreams, mostly willpower at this point. But he gives it over to you, and he collects your shirt.
Part of Ivan's contract, they have to take out their shirt off every episode.
Yeah.
Yes.
He grabs onto the shirt, and he immediately takes like this deepened whiff and sort of like rubs it on his body in places to look at it to see if anything changed with it. He seems quite pleased with himself, and he tucks it away in what looks to be the equivalent of a leather bag behind one of the boxes.
Is there anything else of immediate noticeable value or interest?
He
that
sees
can catch
you.
my eye from his shop.
He sees you browsing as you start to peer over it.
I've got more if you're interested. I have a rare stick of sealing wax, only partially used for 60 coppers. Or maybe you could use this fine woolen blanket with a hint of mildew. Only 39 coppers. How about a skewer of boiled rat meat? For you, 5 silver. Or perhaps you're looking for something different.
I mean, I love the idea of some food. I would happily. How much rat meat could I get for 1 gold?
1 gold. One gold.
He panics for a moment, and he looks around.
Fresh rat meat?
I would prefer not to get ill, yes.
Weak. Top dweller. I can break it for you. I give you your change.
Sure.
One rat meat. Skakan like you make good deal.
And he steps off to that bag, and you hear him rifling through various things. You see like a few like brass plates, like these small little brass plates kind of fall out. Definitely has no value at all. And he picks it up, looks at you before throwing it back in the bag, and he brings out 5 silver. And he holds up the rat meat and the silver, waiting for you to expose the gold.
I pull out a piece of gold.
He looks down at the blanket in front of him.
Put it down.
I put it on the ground.
I feel like jump cut to me just holding the torch like
When you do so, he slowly extends his hands out with the silver and the rat meat. But what you're not really seeing is that he's slipped his foot out of this tattered sack, and he's grabbing the coin between his toes and dragging it across back to him.
So now I have 1 piece of rat meat and 5 gold.
5 silver. 5 silver. Yes.
So that's not right math.
I thought 10 silver is worth 1 gold.
That's true.
Or is it? Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was
Yeah.
thinking 100. No, you're
So I'll
okay.
just I'll take
scammed.
I'll take the rat meat and the bat now, and I'll walk back to Cain, eating the rat meat while I'm walking, just munching away. Cain, don't take him out of the cage until we get clear of this area. Try to say under my breath.
You've turned to walk to Cain. You're saying this to him. And the amount of people that are here. Can I get perceptions, please, for everyone?
Cain's just been staring the dude down, like,
Wow, very good. Very, very good.
angrily. And he's just trying not to say anything that's going to get them killed.
Scout, I'm going to give this to you because you've notched the highest perception here. You're watching the people around. They're not really taking much in the way of they're not taking you serious. They're also kind of ignoring you, which is weird because most everywhere people seem to look at you due to the fact that you're a Warforged. But it allows you an opportunity to really kind of size people up for what they are. And where you are right now, where you're standing, nobody's paying any mind to you, but there are 2. When they see your eyes meet theirs, they cover their face. They have this more feral look about them. Their eyes are yellowed with the split pupil. Their hair is wild, and they're not quite furry like Anju, but they look feral. You've seen a few of them intermittently. They're called shifters. They're believed to be a race of people that are touched by lycanthropy, though not quite fully. They hide their face, and they duck away, dipping out of the market. Cain, you and Scout will see this. As you're walking up to Cain with this basket, what you're not really paying attention to here, Ivan, is that you've declared, like, keep him in his cage. But Skakan, he walks up with you, his steps matching yours. He's even taking elongated steps to match yours. He's moved next to you. The 2 of you can see that. And then
bud.
Ivan will catch this along with Sera. He doesn't say anything. He's just listening. He's waiting.
What? Hey.
Hi.
Where
you-
to next, then?
What you doing?
Skakan, listen. If you need things, Skakan help.
I can't listen, dude. I can't.
Do you know your way around?
Skakan know all of the way. This is Skakan Market. I can help you. You looking for someone? Are you looking for something? Oh, wait. You're looking for someplace.
His teeth revealed, this mottled bits of misty spit kind of spittle off of his teeth.
Yes, silence. Your silence is deafening. You look for something.
Well, everybody's always
Sera?
looking for love, you know?
No. No one come to Red Market for love.
You can find love everywhere.
Not here. You find dagger faster than you find love.
Are you selling any of those daggers?
It might be. You have more coin.
I might.
Then come back to Skakan's tent.
In a minute, my man. I'll meet you over there.
And he doesn't move.
Is any of this in earshot?
It's not a secret, right? Like what happens at the Rats Market is Kakan's business.
Just
Perhaps we
how do we shoo this little man?
We're not shaking him.
Perhaps we
You leave the market.
keep going on our way. I don't know if we really have time to do
This
dealings
has all
here.
been very nice, but
Scout nods from a distance and he can kind of going into one of the directions, like to the left or to the right.
I appreciate doing business with you, man. I'll catch you on the way back, all right?
backing away with the torch, like
He tugs at your little boy shorts, Ivan.
Gonna make me excited.
You with Warforged.
Oh no.
For a druid.
Not many Warforged come through here.
Not for sale.
No, not for sale.
yeah, like I'll step in between, like
You mistake. Skakan is not purveyor of what is not his. Everything have price. Everyone have price. Skakan has price.
I'm
So I
sure.
could find love here.
You may soil your oats elsewhere, but with Skakan it does have price.
okay, so the implication here is he's extorting us for the he knows that this Warforged is a problem.
There is no
Not
problem.
necessarily.
Not necessarily, okay.
So what's your deal with the Warforged?
Yeah, like what do you want?
What you got, Sarah? You got something there. I can tell you got something brewing.
Sorry.
Yeah, Sera is getting increasingly annoyed and suspicious.
Sure.
So she is just dismissing what this creature is trying to swindle us.
Is it very noticeable?
Yes, Sera. She also probably stands out here.
Definitely. Holy shit.
So she's
Yeah.
getting a little more irritable toward this Skakan.
Got our map.
I believe Scout has it, right?
Yes.
Yes, we are not interested. Sorry. The Warforged is with us.
Sorry, we don't carry cash.
You
Have
have no idea what Skakan is offering. How do you know you're not interested?
Vibes are off.
I mean, I always
Okay.
got
Do you
a price
have
as
any
well.
magical tomes?
I might have such a sword. I feel like you're interested in more. Skakan say Warforged not frequent this place.
Yes.
But recently, Skakan has seen many Warforged. You friends with the Lord of Blades?
We're familiar.
Oh, Skakan has attention now!
Perhaps. What do you know of this Lord of Blades?
Ooh, spooky. He's shaped like sword. Flay skin from body. He calls us weak flesh. Skakan know where they're going. But it comes at a cost.
Of course.
Of course, you think Skakan sell information free.
Nobody wants to just be a good Samaritan anymore and help people. No.
Skakan
No.
live in refuse and shit. Who's good to Skakan?
What's the price, my man?
For you, 50 silver. For her, 100.
What's the conversion of silver to gold?
It's 5 gold.
We'll
You
take
do 40.
one for him.
50 is best deal. You must know what it means to be on the eyes of the Lord of Blade.
That's fair. That's fair. We'll call it 40 for the information, 10 for the convenience.
Why don't you throw in some of your potions?
They
We might
cure
need
everything.
those. That's true. You're not wrong. No, you're not wrong. Kakan, have you do you need any sort of help for any
Performance-
ailments?
Performance enhancement.
Is Kakan not
Wes?
sick?
No, but you might be in the future. You might get a cut or a bruise or a curse or a burn.
Just give him the money he wants. For
I
the
can give
information.
you a potion.
Are you with Alchemy Mogul?
I am. You've heard of us.
Yes. Met putrid boy named Idiot.
Abort.
Idio.
Well-
Wait, Idio's been down here?
Idiot. Idiot? Idiot has been here. Yes. You
Yeah.
may dupe my various patrons, but not me. Kakan too smart.
All right. You know, it's fair.
Okay.
5 gold it is.
Good.
He extends his hand, these long, gnarled fingers.
All right. I'll slap him on there.
He waits. He overheard something about a map.
Show me. I tell you which cluster to take.
Show him the map.
A few of the others sort of like walk up when they see you producing a map, and he waves them on. He like his hands kind of break out, snapping.
Go! Go! Or you'll be evicted from the market.
And the others kind of they steeple away before inevitably you produce this map, and he shows in a spot. He shows the particular valve cluster. It's the E213 valve cluster.
It mark. You find here. It goes unmarked when down there. Old place. No one. But Skakan knows. You must hurry. Not sure what you're after. The Warforged also bought this information.
Interesting. The E213 is where we were supposed to go. So that's also where the Lord of Blades is going? Lovely.
Not Lord of Blade. Servant. Lesser.
Servant.
Bigger than small one.
Bigger than this Warforged here.
Many. At least 5.
Okay.
5 of them or 5 times the size?
5 is many.
5 is... Oh, great.
Big like you.
And he points to you, Sera.
Stronger.
Oh. Oh, great. Well, we got our work cut out for us then.
No time like the present.
Because you pay, I can't tell you more. Look for beetles. Stay away. They will flay your flesh off your skin. Eat you like snack.
You said a
beetle?
beetle will flay and eat our flesh.
Beetles. They move in swarm.
Is there anything that they dislike? Fire? Water?
Warforged.
Oh,
Oh.
that's not good.
They can't eat what isn't alive.
Will that deter them, though?
Yes, I've seen them turn. We place dummies. Plastic piece part makeshifts like scarecrow. They run.
Scare beetle, yeah.
They run from this. They try to swarm, but cannot eat.
I see.
Interesting. Thank you.
Come back to market any time. Skakan like you, boy without shirt.
It's because he took his shirt off, isn't
I'm
it?
sure.
Partially.
I start putting another shirt on as he's saying that.
Slower.
Slower.
Is there a place that people usually find respite down in these parts? A place to rest?
His eyebrows kind of flinch and he looks around.
Big hallway. Take. Share watch. Or you lay behind Skakan. If you lay behind Skakan, no one mess with you, but
It'll cost money.
it will cost money. Or you could try out in below, in the sewers.
I think we'll take our chances up here.
Speaking of finding a place to rest, how much time do you have left?
Pull out my watch.
Not long. Not long. Time is moving much faster than you had anticipated. You've got about 2.5 hours.
Squeak's still in the cage right now?
Squeaks is in fact in the cage, correct.
I got enough time to find a good place to sleep.
Scout, you have stepped away. You went on. You weren't expecting to hear any of this. You thought that you were going to find more. You maneuver off a little deeper into the rat's market, and you oversee what looks to be a horde of rats piling up over a body and tearing the flesh from it, bit by bit exposing muscle, then blood. Then you can see the whites of the bone. A recent murder, no doubt. But what holds your interest more so than just that, even though it's bizarre for you to watch, as it dissects, eats, devours, it's the circle of life. You saw these two figures that were hiding from you move off down this path. Do you want to try to squeak by the rats? You don't have skin. You don't have blood. You offer no food.
Yeah, I think Scout will.
Okay. How
That's still
far?
scouting.
How far will you go?
Can I move past them?
Yeah, you can. Once they touch you, they're not going to have an interest in you. You're not going to produce any kind of immediate warmth or food for them, so they lose interest.
If I'm distracted by the conversation, can I notice Scout sneaking away?
Yeah.
Scout waved at Sera too whenever.
Okay.
Um,
I feel like
Thanks,
I've got
Scout.
one eye.
Scout, as you round the corner here, you see these two figures maneuver. They seemingly pass by and also round the corner just up ahead. You overhear them talking. Give me a perception, please.
ooh,
15 is good enough, and I set the DC at 14.
ooh, okay.
You overhear them.
Tell Saber. Let him know. They're here. Have the Warforged line up. We were expecting them.
They say tell Saber?
Yes.
Okay. Scout will scurry quickly back and I think run into Anju first.
Hey, bud.
They know we're here.
Oh, who? What now? Who knows where? Who?
I saw two shifter. They were going this direction. And I overheard them. They said, tell Saber they are here. They were waiting for us. They expected us. They
Does that
have
name-
a group of Warforged lined up.
Well, that sounds great. Does that name ring a bell to me at all?
No. But
Okay.
at the mention of Saber and the Warforged, Skakan smiles.
I said so.
What do you know?
Just that the Warforged are there.
They are waiting for us.
Okay, so not that way.
Is there another route?
Skakan shakes his head.
No. No, only route. You'll have to go through them.
I mean, we can do it
Maybe
today,
we
or we
need
can.
fire now.
Yeah, let's-
And with the mounting combat, this is where I end tonight's game.
Oh boy.
No,
least we're
no
in
way
there.
to go. No
We're in
way to
At
go.
least we're
but
not
through.
running into it blindly.
Shout outs to Scout doing Scout things.
Yeah. Good job
Scout,
scouting, Scout.
doing Scout things, not wrong. Well, what a solid episode. There's been some
Yeah.
resolution,
Good scout.
new
Good
questions, a lot going on. So, before we start going into our round offs, give everybody their opportunity here, I wanted to say to everyone, thank you guys for watching. Having talked with everyone here, I believe we are cleared for a longer episode on the 4th. I don't expect everyone to show up. It is a holiday for some. For some it is not. But everyone has said that they are cleared, at least as far as I'm aware, to meet up a little bit earlier in the day.
Yep.
And we'll see what else we can accomplish. It's going to be a longer episode. So
I don't have no family here. So.
for true, some people have family. We're gonna have to clear it with some other folks here, but it looks right now it looks good. So I'll keep you guys posted on Twitter and in the Discord. But before I can start clearing all the information, let's go ahead and give our shout outs here. Start with Cain. It's played by CobaltStreak. Tell us about you. What are you doing? Where can we find you?
Hey, I'm an older FrostPrime. You can follow me on Twitch, and I play lots of indie roguelike action strategy games. I'm playing Final Fantasy 16 like 90% of the rest of the world. So yeah, come check me out 5-6 p.m. Central on my channel. And thanks for watching, everybody.
Oh man, Sera, Miss MagiTech, Tracy. Tell us about you. What are you doing? Where can we find you?
Hello, everybody. You can find me at twitch.tv/MagiRPG, where I stream tabletop games with my friends multiple days a week now, and also all the other places at Miss MagiTech. I do cosplay stuff and TikTok stuff sometimes when I have free time, so you can find me there. And yeah, that's me.
Perfect. Scout. Maggie, tell us about you. What are you doing? Where can we find you?
You can find me scouting.
I'm MargaretKrohn. You can find me at MargaretKrohn in all of the places. I do lots of things on the internet, so if you want to see those things, follow me and I will let you know whenever I'm live. I love this. This is super fun. I've been doing lots of cool things over on Roll For It as well. Hopefully you've been able to tune into those. And I make games and video games for a living. If you want to check out the current project I'm working on, it is called Ashes of Creation, and you can find it at Ashes of Creation in all of the places. And I'm in the middle of moving, so that's why my space feels empty. But I will move into new home soon. It will be exciting.
Good stuff. Amazing. Ivan Freely.
Hey,
Boss, tell us, what is Frost doing? Where can we find you these days?
twitch.tv/FrostPrime_. Playing a lot of deck building roguelikes, dungeon crawling roguelikes, etc. Basically anything indie. That's me.
I heard that you beat the hardest challenge today on Slay the Spire.
I did. Yes, on one character, 1 out of 4. Keep
Okay.
going.
All right. Well, congrats on that, my friend. Congrats.
Thank you.
Anju, sir, Mr. BenBriggs, tell us about you. What are you doing? Where can we find you?
Hi. I'm Ben. I'm just happy to be here. But I am a full-time musician, producer, composer, record label owner, showrunner, type of entertainment industry guy. I'm also a variety streamer, twitch.tv/BenBriggs Live. I'm a singer-songwriter, Down Bad Dad. I'm also composing the music for a VR game called Throwback. So if you search Throwback VR trailer, you can find that. It's basically Paperboy in VR, but with
Violent.
a 90s pop punk sort of grunge soundtrack fused with 90s chiptune. I also do music streams when I'm working on that stuff, and that's coming out later in July. So yeah, I don't know. I'm just happy to be here. This has been so much fun. So thanks for having me.
Hi guys, I'm last, but certainly not least. I'm Bub, and you've been watching the show, so you know what I do. I'm trying to do this more often. I'm actually working on writing another show. I don't know who I'm going to cast yet. I've got a couple of people in mind, but we'll see if it shows up and it works out. So when I'm not doing those things, I guess I'm here exhausting my players, because it feels like every time I do it, they've seen some shit. They've got the throes of trauma on their face, and literally all they did was climb down a hole today.
Oh my god.
Look,
And
ladders
how
are
many-
serious business.
How many level 1s does it take to use a ladder?
All of them. All of them. It's no secret. I love the low-level stuff. It's a real challenge, and every threat is not anything to be trifled with, so I'm a big proponent of it.
Level up.
Yeah. So thank you guys for, I mean, honestly, thank you to the players for constantly showing up and bringing the energy, bringing enthusiasm, and bringing to life your characters in such a way that feels amazing. If you guys aren't following them for some reason, go do that. But do you level up? No. No. This game is it's written as a first level experience. You get second level
Tracy
when you beat
wishes.
the game. When you beat the game, you guys get second level. So that's it.
Sub to Bub.
only do that when they get, or I mean, do it whenever you want, but do it whenever, you know, the luck rolls matter. Thank you guys for watching. I love your faces. Do what you do. Stay safe, stay nerdy, and we will catch you later. Bye, guys.